So, what happened last time? Billy, would you like to tell us what happened last time?
No,
Why
I
would you
would
ask
not.
him?
Yeah, why did
Okay.
I had to do it last time? You pick Aaron since he said why did you ask him?
Yeah, okay, Aaron, what happened last time? Give us a
Nothing
load.
good.
Philip, what happened last time?
One thing good happened. His sisters were very excited because they met some new tieflings, and they were very excited about other people that looked like them.
Mm-hmm.
And then Billy killed them all.
No, okay.
Yeah, that's what
I
happened. That's
did
what
not
happened.
kill them. I did not kill them.
Claude Dubois almost got
Like-
murdered.
Like, we have fewer tieflings now than we had starting off. And that's because of Claude's decision.
We have the same amount, actually. We have the same
No,
amount.
we are -1 tiefling. Veraciel is gone.
No, but
No.
the other guy survived. The other
Rashawn is there.
You're right,
Yeah,
actually.
Rashawn is
you
there.
got
Yeah,
me
you don't
there.
get-
So
Go-
I
we
guess
have a net equaling out of tieflings, a net loss of dwarves.
it's population control. Everybody, if you're not a bird, get out. And so that's why
What?
I'll say what I said. You
Catch
can't hit me
your
now.
privilege.
I'm here and you're there. You
We're gonna
can't
have some
hit me now.
Kentucky Fried Bitch in a minute.
Mhm.
That's what I really wanted to
What
do.
is this?
D&D.
What
I
is the
said she can't
hellscape?
hit
I'm
me now.
worried.
Yep, so,
I'm worried.
Philip,
Yes.
you come to your senses. You wake up. You realize that you're not disintegrated. You are not currently getting murdered by a large dog golem.
Okay.
You are in
good.
a very alien place. You seem to be on a single, about 3x3 marble platform floating in the middle of what can only be described as space. Stars all around you. There's sort of abstract colors dancing in the distance. And you're just sitting there, or standing there, having a grand old time. A few minutes pass. You realize that the wounds that you had experienced are also completely just gone. Everything seems to be just knitting itself back together, and you're feeling quite healthy and hale.
Okay. Do I have any pain from it, or just nothing?
It's sort of like some residual like stress pain, I guess, but it feels more like muscle tension than actual wounds.
Okay.
And before long, there's a sort of buzzing sound, and a green light starts to take the form of an archway in front of you, which will glow brightly before materializing into marble of the same shape and cut. And it creates a door, just a good old door that has a man standing in front of. The man in question got a long white beard. Oh, sorry?
Is the door on that like 3-foot piece of marble slab, or is it like in space that I'm seeing this door?
It's on the slab. So it's like you're just completely surrounded by nothingness, and then in front of you is a door that's manifested, and you can see like a room behind the door, like it's taking you into another sort of...
Okay.
Like it's maybe you're in an illusion, maybe you're in another plane, who knows? You see a man standing there. It's got dark sort of sun-kissed skin, a long white beard, a little red hat and red robes with black detailing. Looks at you, leaning in for a little bit, like. So, I don't need to explain much about what's going on here, not yet at least. Could you do me a favor, my good man? Could you explain what just happened where you were?
Well, the last thing I remember is we were running from a sandstorm, and we had found a sort of an area. It was guarded, and one of my teammates did something. I'm not 100% sure what now, but he took something, I believe. These two guards went after him. I tried to intercept one of them. They swung at me. And that's pretty much it. It just kind of goes blank from there. And then this.
Very interesting. Could you explain this sandstorm a little bit?
This is the
for me?
story of how I died.
Well, Yeah, we had just come sort of down from the mountains, we're heading east, and yeah, there was this sandstorm came in just sort of out of nowhere, and I think it had a face in it.
His
Like
expression tightens a little bit at that.
yeah, they had said it was I think someone had said they thought it was sentient. I mean, that's ridiculous, right?
Not as ridiculous as you might think. Not for out here. What is ridiculous is that it was this far away from where it's meant to be. So, you have been very helpful. Thank you for your cooperation. I suspect this is a very elaborate misunderstanding. Sit tight for a moment. I will fetch you shortly. I simply need to figure out exactly what has gone on. Give me a perception roll as well.
Perception, okay. Um, perception. Not great. 8.
Cool. You notice in the background that another man walks past, like sort of, and it seems to be a hallway behind where this person is. Who, if it's not obvious, it's Drognan from where we left off from last time. It's Drognan from where we left off from last time.
I felt like
This
I
will
was
be
asleep actually when that happened.
this will be happening about 10 minutes or so before where we ended last night or last session. You see another copy of Drognan walking in the background, like just past him as he walks on through the hallway. But it doesn't. No one makes any remark about it. This is just an ordinary, everyday occurrence, apparently.
Like Thorgrim starts to like question for a second, but there are other more pressing matters on his mind.
Of course. Oh, before I head off, do you have a name, good sir?
Yes, it's Thorgrim. Thorgrim
Thorgrim.
Ice Tank.
Sort of looks at you for a bit and then nods. Okay. All right, I will get you out of here shortly. Just sit tight and don't walk off the edge. It's not a very pleasurable experience. And he sort of gives you a little twinkle of the fingers as a wave, and then the archway just disintegrates and turns into dust that fades away.
Okay. Is there any like discernible light source, or is it just like I can see but no way of understanding how?
Yeah, it seems like the area is lit by the sun, but there is no sun anywhere.
Okay.
And there also, curiously enough, are no shadows.
Okay.
So, with that in mind, we now flip ahead. We have the initial meeting with Claude. We have the back and forth
We're
for a
back.
little bit. Okay, bye. We have Netvari and Malky arriving down with the other Tomb Guardians bringing in Biscuit, and also with the two Khazra sort of standing there looking around doing their pretty little job. And that's where we will pick up. Drognan looks you both over and goes, so just so that we are clear, you are going to carry on back outside and head back to Lut Gholein. You are not going to mention what's happened here. You are not going to mess with anything which is upstairs. And you are certainly not going to tell Mr. Ahmed Al-Hakan about the little parchment hanging out in this ruin. Are we clear about that? Yours?
Needs to work. That's fine with me as long as I get my sister back.
What? He pauses from it. What sound were you meaning?
What? Oh, my.
You mentioned
my,
a sound.
my microphone was muted, so I had to unmute myself.
Okay.
Sorry to be confusing.
Okay, good. You'll get your sister back. She is unharmed. She is in better health than she has ever been. I'm quite sure of that.
Okay, you promise.
I promise.
Thank you.
Though,
No.
what do you mean no?
Let him
I'm
finish
scared
speaking
when you
first.
say no.
Let him finish speaking.
Okay.
So listen to Malakith for a moment. I must wonder,
There's an
are
S
you
on the end of his name and you say it.
Malkis? Yeah.
Malquise.
Melquois.
Gua?
He's very
No.
not French. Oh no.
Malgua.
Melquois.
Okay, what were you
What?
saying?
What exactly are your plans when you arrive in Lut Gholein?
Well, I
If
have
I
a
might be
curse
so bold.
I need to have lifted, you know.
Yes.
You were
The
going to do
curse
that?
being... I can lift the curse here and save you some
Mhm.
time and some having to...
Claude has
dance
one
through the
also.
hoops.
He needs also cleared.
Yes, yes. You have both sworn allegiance to the Black King for some
was an
ungodly
accident.
reason.
It was an accident.
Accidentally...
We were trying to find his...
accidentally sworn.
Yes, we were trying to find his will and make sure everybody got out of the scare room safe. And so we were like, hey, look over here. We're talking about stuff. And he was like, ha, blood pact. And we're like, oh, shit, we didn't mean it. But it's too late. It already happened.
That is correct. It is too late. And chances are that was part of his little plan all along. So I shall not be talking down to you about that. Instead, we'll simply get on with it and ensure that your blood pacts are lifted.
Thank you.
Though do be careful in the future.
I
I'm
will.
certain that other entities will attempt similar things.
Okay.
Yes.
Other than that, do you have any other objectives in Lut Gholein that you are personally looking for? I'm aware of what Kane's told me, but I would like to hear it from you as well.
Wait. You're gonna get rid of our blood pact for what?
Depends
He's
on
going
how
to
you
do it
answer this
because he's a
question.
nice man. Right?
Depends on how you answer this question.
Oh.
Okay.
What exactly is your intention in the city of Lut Gholein?
Well, let me look at my notes really quick and I can tell you.
I want the wisp to make Biscuit a real horse.
Biscuit
He
is
is
a
a
real
say that?
horse.
No. You won't give me the wisp spell. I can't ask
Well,
for it.
we learned that the guy whose name starts with M, Mephisto
Oh,
is
yeah.
yes,
Kip
he's there and he's changing the teachings of Zakharun to corrupt people, and that's not good. So we would like to stop that. And also Aiden, he traveled here, there, and he's not very good anymore. He's like half good and half bad, and so we need to figure out what he's doing and probably stop it also.
Very good. With that in mind, then I'll be more than happy to lift your curses free of charge.
Thank you.
And I will also be happy to support you in your endeavors of following Prince Aiden.
Could you tell
The
us more
issue-
about Francia, please? Because we met her before and she wasn't very nice, so we did not want to support her. And if we're going to go and see her family, I would like to know more about the family so that they don't trick us into doing anything stupid.
Of course, though before we get into business such as this, would you like me to get your friends out of their little
Please!
holding
I would
cells
like
for
to
now?
see my sister. I feel icky.
We could leave them in there.
No!
Just a little
No,
bit.
don't listen to him. He's not very smart.
No.
He has a bird
No.
brain right now.
No, they're gonna lecture me. They're gonna come in and be like,
No.
"Oh,
Both
God."
of the Khazra like side eye each other at the bird brain comment, and Drogon just sort of like looks up at them awkwardly for a moment and is like, "Would you be so kind as to go fetch their friends?" And they just nod. turn off
Navari
and
is actually
walk away.
doing like a little hopping dance, like, okay.
And what actually happens is they walk about, I'd say 5 or 10 meters away from where you are. The ground being built below their feet as they trot off. They slam their staffs down on the ground 3 times, and similar to what you saw, Philip, a large archway appears. From your perspective, you simply see through the archway and you see everyone else, as well as this entire scene before you. This is a scene that will be shared by everybody who has been captured, and they all sort of walk through the portal at a similar sort of time, but it like delays them, so you're not walking out inside of each other. And if you get up and walk out, you'll be in the same vicinity as everybody else.
Okay, so it's almost like I'm walking out of a void into reality.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Um,
Then yeah, he's gonna be a little tentative, like, because he's not sure if this is real. Like maybe this is some kind of like illusion or whatever. So he's gonna.
You're free to go.
Back to reality.
The Khazra.
There goes gravity.
One of the large goat men speaks to you and says that.
He's Okay, thank you.
Go,
So, like,
mention it.
he heads out. Like, that was so weird.
Look, I turned your sister into a dwarf.
I would not be making jokes at the moment.
You're not funny. You're not funny, Mr. Claude Bird.
Dubois! Dr. Claude Dubois! Wow!
Is James
Gwa!
back yet?
I don't think so, no.
No, okay.
So,
Your sister is dead forever.
the Drogon will speak up, mate. Might this be a good lesson for you all to keep in mind? The desert holds many treasures, many ancient secrets, and much power. Though to simply wander in without doing proper research and planning first will result in certain death.
I mean, you have
Be
to
very-
admit. You have to admit, seeing a letter that's like, oh, this spooky shit's going to happen is very suspicious. That's why you put it there, to be suspicious,
That is-
right?
That is correct. It is there to be suspicious.
Yeah.
And I am warning you that there will be similar situations where if you do not know the context as to what you're getting into, or at least put contingencies in place to protect yourselves, you will not be landing in a comfortable wizard den.
Do you have any kind of thing where we could contact you?
Yes.
Like,
and
yeah?
he holds out his hand and there's a flash of green light once again and a pair of smooth stones appear. You've
Also-
been... Oh, yep.
Oh my god,
To be
they're
fair,
AirPods.
Jordan, most of us were careful. There's just a certain someone here who is very hard to control.
Well, if you are traveling as a troop, you should be mindful of one another's shortfalls, should you not?
Have you ever tried to wrangle children when you can't see where they are? Especially when one of them can fly.
Shackling spells tend to work quite well in my humble opinion.
You know,
If you could teach me that,
I don't think Ferocial can fly. I know that she's the problem.
as angry as I was at Claude Dubois for basically killing my sister, kind of, that was probably the least rash thing he's ever done. So I can't be too mad, and that's also why you're not dead. And she pats him on the shoulder. But what does this
Did
rock
you see what
do?
he did in the castle? He almost got stomped to death. If it wasn't
But
for
that's
me,
in
he'd
the
be dead right
castle.
now.
That's not in this tomb place that we are now.
No, but you said in general, and that is general. That is definitely a thing that
Oh
happened.
yeah,
He
for
would have
sure
been
in
dead.
general. But this time is probably the least dumb thing he's ever done. But it was still very murderous for all of our friends.
I was just trying to help the person not get murdered. Excuse me.
See, that's what
I
they do.
am simply pointing out. I am not saying that doing illegal actions is necessarily bad. I am saying that getting caught is bad, and you need to work on that. You cannot figure out how to avoid capture if you do not know what it is you're getting into.
Don't you have an invisible spell, Claude Dubois?
I literally teleported out out of there.
The
We could have
invisibility
been
would not have
fine.
worked.
Yeah.
Guardians would
I-
have hunted you down for
very
taking
angry,
the objects
very
away.
angry dog statue man. What does this
They
rock
let-
do?
They are
Well-
sending stones. I am certain you are familiar with the concept. They are not particularly unusual. If you
So I
need to
get-
contact me, you can.
Hi,
Is
I'm
it like a
back.
back
Sorry.
and forth?
Right.
Hello, welcome back. Is it like a back and forth, or is it like I get 2 chances to talk to you?
It is 25 words 3 times a day.
Okay, that's actually very nice. Thank you. And she takes it.
Cool. I do have a...
You're back alive, bro.
Yeah, there was a large gateway that was manifested in front of you, and it was also manifested in front of everyone else that was captured. Described before to Philip that you were sitting in a sort of 3 meter by 3 meter floating marble platform in a big black void.
And when you come out,
Cool.
Natvar is sitting there going,
Yes.
yes.
Veracio goes up to Navari and gives her a big hug.
And she's just like dorky and dumb and weepy and shit. I thought you were dead. It was terrible. I did not do it again. Please, thank you.
No, it's okay, sister. I cannot die.
I mean,
Oh dear.
Oh,
I
then
guess
I'd have
so.
to be a beautiful sister, and I wouldn't be that good at it. Wow.
Oh, there's Cloud. Veracio starts walking towards Cloud.
no.
No.
He's very
Claude's
stupid and very
blinks
dumb,
away.
but it's
All right.
okay. It's okay.
So-
Everybody's okay.
I came down to
Navari-
find you and reunited
is-
you with your sister. I jumped down a death hole for you.
That's true.
Okay. I'm going to say this a one time, Dr. Claude. Can I just have my arm back, please? Not far.
No, hold
Okay.
on. No.
Okay. Veracia walks right up to Claude and jabs him like right in the middle of the chest with her finger. And she is very strong and she's putting all of her strength into that poke. Just like, bam!
Why are you
It's like-
poking my bird belly button?
No, you shush. You listen, okay?
I don't have any.
No, shut up.
Okay.
Listen. Close your beak or I will close it for you and you will not be able to open it again.
I'll close you.
No, shush. Okay, you listen. Okay? You made the mistake. You jumped down a hole for me? You got
Yes,
you shush.
I
That is-
did.
No, that means nothing. Okay?
I know. Okay.
No, you acted rashly, you acted stupidly.
No.
Yes, you
No.
did. Yes. You did not know what would happen. And if this place was not here, if I had not been sent here, if the other tieflings had not been sent here, I and all of my family and maybe my sister would be dead now. So I'm going to say this once. If you do that again, I will kill you. I'm not joking with you. I do not want to backtalk. If you step that line again, it will be the end of your life. Do you understand?
I was pretty sure we were.
Do you understand?
I suppose.
She punches him, like, hard.
How hard?
Like, hold on. 1
Are you
plus
gonna- are you
5
gonna
plus
attack?
2 plus 10. I'm making an attack roll.
Like
my
23
God.
damage hard.
May, we're not doing combat. May, we're doing combat.
I said we're not doing combat unless one of you do something strange, and this is that falls into that parameter. So
Okay.
And I'm recklessly attacking.
Okay.
Oh, you're lucky. You're very lucky.
I don't know what that means.
Oh, you're not lucky anymore.
Okay, well, it doesn't do double damage because I'm not rolling any dice, but she would punch Claude for about 12 points of damage.
Okay.
all right.
Do you understand?
I'll kill you for real if you ever do that again.
No.
I'll say that much.
No, you will not,
Oh.
because we will be together and we will kill you together.
Oh, okay. Rather than waving your assorted phalluses around at one another,
I don't
let's
have a
simply-
phallus. I am a lady. How dare you?
It's a figure of speech. Let him finish. Stop
I don't like that figure speech. It's very sexist.
Well, what would you like to wave around instead?
I have spells. I could wave that around.
Well, rather than waving your spells around, how about we stop for a moment, think, and stop attempting to out-cool one another, because it is not relevant, it is not important.
I'm not cool. I'm hot. I'm just
Great.
kidding. I didn't say that in character.
There are much more pressing matters to be concerned with, rather than vengeance for poor decisions. So how about you both
I
cool
have to
down?
go shut my cat up. I'll be right back.
Okay.
No. I want her to say sorry.
Claude, learn when to pick your battles. This isn't a battle you'll win.
I mean, I could just fly away, and I don't think she would punch me unless she's, you know.
Technically,
Also
you can't
good
fly
fly.
anywhere without my say-so.
I would like to see you try to fly away from me, actually. I would like you to see how that worked. It wouldn't.
I would like to try to fly. Can I fly?
Yeah,
50
you can fly.
whole feet. Okay, I fly up 50 whole feet. See? And now I'm looking down at you.
Okay, so as he tries to fly, I'd like to make an attack of opportunity.
Sure.
Actually, no, sorry. I don't need to make an attack roll for this. Because I'm doing a grapple check. That's what I was trying to do. Alright. Claude can oppose this with athletics or acrobatics.
Okay.
Are you athletic or acrobatic, Claudeberg?
Yeah, I'm acrobatic.
Not acrobatic enough. You're grappled and cannot move.
Okay. But
I'll
can
beat
I
you, got
attack?
you.
Can I
you
attack?
what?
Am I allowed to attack? I'm grappled.
You guys, I don't think
You-
that
you
you're
can attack.
making. You're
I could just
making-
drop a caustic brew right on our feet right now. I will do that to you and me.
You guys,
You
I
don't
don't think
have
you're
the-
making
You
don't have any
Drogman
spell
have very much
slots.
faith in us
Yeah, I do.
right
I have one.
now.
It's a first level spell. I have one left.
Oh, you too. Okay.
Does it have somatic components? Not somatic. Yeah, somatic.
Eh.
Does it have a V next to it?
Yeah.
Or sorry, an S next to it.
Yes.
Then you can't do it. You need your hands.
Oh. Okay.
Can't do
Technically
the
being grappled
spell,
doesn't,
can only fly away. Except you can't, because you're stuck now.
Fairy fire to make it harder to hit. Okay.
Very far would do the opposite, dude.
For you.
Yeah.
I wish I had pyrotechnics right now.
If the two of you wish to continue your little scuffle, mayhaps you can do it afterwards and outside of my sanctuary.
What? Put her back in the dead people. Put her back. Put her in the dead people place. Put her there. That's where she belongs. She can't
Claude.
control herself.
Claude, stop. Just. If you need to say something, say it when we're done here. Let's just get out of here and on our way.
You may
I'm
have
sorry.
to
Everyone
have-
can stop arguing, please.
I'm sorry, Drognen. I know that you were very kind to us to restore all of our friends, and I'm sorry it has gotten awkward.
Yeah, Veracil is just gonna like exhale through her nose and let Claude go and be like, I have said to you what I need to say. If you do that again, you know what the consequence would be. Do not put my family in danger.
And like not very like steps forward and very seriously like takes Drognan's hands if he'll allow her and be like,
I know it's been strange and awkward, but thank you. Like, very, very much thank you for what you have done for restoring my sister and all of our friends. It means a whole lot to me.
The feeling is, I don't think mutual is quite the right word. You're welcome. There we go.
Thank you, thank you. I hope to see you again soon, and I promise I won't say anything.
Well, I have a shop in Lut Gholein, and I imagine that is where we'll be spending most of our time interacting with one another.
is he
so-
gonna break our curses before we go, or like when we meet him again?
He said he was going to do it here.
Okay.
So, do you want questions now or curses gone now? Which would you prefer?
Course is gone as soon as
I don't-
possible.
I don't want to kill Malky.
Yes, it's been a danger to us one time already, so it would be good if we got them done, cleared as soon as possible.
I
Alright.
would rather not kill Malky right now.
Emphasis on right now, I suppose. All right, come on, step forward, stand in front of me.
Alright. He steps forward and stands at attention.
Very good. Drognen lets go of his staff, which then starts to levitate up above him and sort of starts helicoptering off into the distance. And he'll then reach forward and place 2 fingers on both your foreheads, and then close his eyes, and it's just awkward silence for about 10, 15, 20 seconds.
Wait, he puts 2 fingers, or he wants us to do that?
No, he
He
puts
does
2
it.
fingers on both of your foreheads.
Okay, because I was like, I only have 3, so that would be hard
only
if I
have
needed
3
more.
I mean, that means you still got 2, right? He only needs 2 fingers.
No, I have 3. He has the 2, like, it's a claw, so it's like that.
Yeah, but you still have two digits to do the thingy.
Yeah, I was like, oh no, what if he wants us to put 5 fingers though? I
Can't
don't
do it.
know.
Can't do it. Don't have enough.
Then you got to
fingers.
use one of your. You
Gotta use
feet
2
too.
hands. 2 hands.
I only have 3 toes. Ah!
2 finger. 3 finger.
Before long, you
Okay.
start to feel your backs are itching. Like it's a small itch at first, and then it starts to get
Itch?
more and more pronounced. Yes.
Oh
And
my-
you might remember that when the curse was initially placed on you, there was a searing pain in your back as a large, like, ritual scar was placed on your flesh. And over the course of about a minute, that itching sensation grows and fades, and then Drognen opens his eyes and steps back and goes, and there we have it. No more Black King worming his way into your little brains.
That's very exciting. Thank you very much.
Not a problem, at least
How
I
do
can
we
do.
get rid of him, by the way? Like, he should probably not keep living, right? He's not very good.
I don't think he
Unfortunately,
can die.
he is unkillable.
What?
He can be. The Black King's curses have damned him to a unusual form of undeath. His spirit does not return to, let's say, the great cycle of being. It is stuck here, perpetually being resurrected over and over again after a certain amount of time passes. Very similar to how angels and demons work, though twisted and corrupted by the chaos that is mortal kind.
But he's stuck in that room.
He is currently stuck in that room. I would not be surprised if at some point he manages to find his way out. That is simply the nature of prisons. They are not very good at keeping things bound for all time.
That's not good.
That is not. And that is part of the reason why my people, the Vigerai, work so hard to ensure that this fraying reality we call home is kept in one piece. An effort that has gotten substantially harder in the past few hundred years.
Well, hopefully we can help you out a little bit.
Well, hopefully you can. And if you're going to Lut Gholein in order to track down Prince Aidan, I suspect you will be very useful to our cause.
Okay.
But before I send you on your way, do you have any questions you want answered? Any information to prepare yourself for the city?
Oh,
Bits and pieces, oddities?
the stuff I wanted to know about Frontier's family.
Yes, the Al Hakan lineage.
Just they don't seem
I'm
very
certain-
nice.
They're not unnice. They're just
Oh, nice.
shall. When you lose the ability to age and your perception of time gets stretched, you can become very lofty. Ahmed Al Hakan succumbed to vampirism some 200 years ago. The exact details I'm not sure about. Not many people
Pretty
are.
sure he
and I'm
got eaten by a vampire.
That would be what you would think. However, he used to be a prominent member of the Mortuary cult long ago, until eventually he was exiled or left or something rather happened. Thing is, you don't leave the Mortuary cult. You serve it, and then you die, and then you continue to serve it for all time. The fact that he has become persona non grata and also become the most wealthy businessman in the city has certainly ruffled some feathers in the past, though it seems like that him and his ilk are more than happy to support Lut Gholein, and I truly believe that. The point of contention is what they think is best for the city may vary compared to what everyone else thinks is best for the city.
That's true.
Officially, the only vampires are him and his two daughters. Unofficially, it would be very unlikely that there are not other vampire spawns that are simply not known about.
Are they really his daughters?
They are really his daughters,
So
yes.
did he kill his own daughters?
I do not know the details of that. Could
That's
have been a
kinda fucked
ritual
up.
that turned them. Maybe it was through birth. I am not certain.
Vampires can give birth?
I am not, once again, I am not certain. Vampirism is not particularly well understood,
Okay.
even in Lut Gholein where undeath is common.
Alright, okay. I won't question it. If I don't know, how can I expect you to know?
Maybe you should ask Lady Francia.
Do you think she would tell us?
I'm not certain. I do not know her, but more often than not, asking questions to those involved can lead to very direct answers.
You're not wrong.
If the undead are so common in Lut Gholein, what about others, such as the demonic folk?
Tieflings usually are accepted, though there is a line, a very blurry line. The Vigerai, my clan, my mage clan, I should say, we work very hard to ensure that demon summoning does not happen in this world, to sort of atone for our ancient sins. Tieflings are, no offense, technically summoned there is a lot of, once again, grey areas there. We think that ones born of the hells that have been left in the mortal world are just as mortal as anyone else. Other groups may disagree. The Zakarum Church being the largest of which, who would very violently disagree with that idea.
I don't
So
like
to
them
answer
very
your-
much.
To answer your question in a very roundabout way, true demons, you will not see them in Lut Gholein. Tieflings, yes, you will see them, though they are not particularly common as they used to be anyway.
Okay, thank you.
Do
Of
you
course.
know? How much do you know about tieflings, by the way?
A bit. I am a Vigerai. We are were the experts on demonic summoning and demonic magic. So, I have access to certain old knowledge that other mages may not.
So,
Other wizards may not.
so some tieflings are summoned demons?
It is blurry. The reason I say blurry is the definition as to what a summoning is can be taken either literally, where someone actively summons an entity from another plane, or it can be a little more loose with the definition, where the world itself summons a creature across the rift.
I heard there were sometimes tieflings who just are like, hell sucks, I want to leave. And then they split the demon is like, "Phew, I'm several pieces, and then they're in the real world. And that just happens. And they're not mean, they're very nice.
He raises an eyebrow there. Is that so?
I've heard that.
That is not. That is not something I have heard, but perhaps there are simply things I do not know.
I guess so.
No offense. I don't mean that in a mean way. I'm just
Saying like I
No,
know it's,
no.
it's a fact. Sometimes it happens.
Well, I am certain that if it was a less dire time, I'd be more than happy to ask if you would be willing to be studied.
yes, we
But-
could have a conversation about it. But not right now.
Well,
I have to
uh.
take my sister to Lut Gholein and we have to find out what the fuck Mephisto is doing. And she like
Arm in arms with Varaciel and does like a little circle because she's happy her sister's not dead.
On the other side of Raciel, Talav was holding her hand and just like letting their arms swing while they were just kind of like.
What is
I guess
this?
Varaciel was talking
You
to her, and
get
she was
out
just
of
kind of like
here.
nodding.
this is my sister.
And she drops Varaciel's hand. And
No,
walks
she
back
doesn't
over to
actually. She
Spooks.
doesn't actually do. That's like her inner whatever it's called. Like you see in anime.
Monologue.
Yeah, you see in anime the like freaking out like.
The green demon.
What are you doing?
And outside they're like, do. I'm fine. What are you talking about? Yeah. Anyway.
Now, a free piece of advice. When you get to Lut Gholein, I would recommend going to try and make friends. The city is a very political hotbed, or it is a political hotbed, and if you want to be making waves to track down the stray prince, you will need allies.
Shouldn't we
While
not make
I'm-
waves?
You will inevitably make waves. Whether those waves are large or small remains to be seen.
We need
Okay.
to make the good kind of waves, heroic deeds, noble causes, that
Okay.
so the right sort of people see our deeds.
Exactly.
What are you going to say,
Well-
Thorgrim?
Will finding Lord Jaren help us with this?
Lord
Yes.
Jaren. Lord Jaren, if you can get through to him, would be one ally to have on hand, though. He pauses again for a moment. How much do you know about the situation in Lut Gholein in general? Are any of you familiar with the city other than Malkis here?
Not I. I've never been.
Okay. Allow me to fill you in, and I'll give you the brief version. If you wish me to expand on any points, simply speak up.
Okay.
Approximately a year ago, the Sultan died, and his son, Jaren, took the throne. Problem with this is that Jaren was 17 years of age at the time, meaning that he was not old enough to rule a council.
Fucking baby.
He is very young and impressionable, and full of very pleasant ideas that sadly do not work in the real world. Prime to be exploited. While he still holds a degree of influence, other forces have begun to realize that the Sultan's power is very weak compared to his predecessors, and have begun to move to try and grow their influence. There are 6 groups that I would say hold the most sway in the city. These would be the 6 that I would recommend looking to for allegiances, though do keep in mind, befriending one will usually mean offending another.
Of course.
Lord Jaren and his Janissaries would be one of said groups. He is... well, he still holds de jure power, and the Janissaries are a formidable fighting force. though they are restricted by regulations and politics and all these other bits and pieces.
So we can only
Mortuary,
hire one of them at a time.
you would.
Red tape, motherfucker.
In a similar vein, the mortuary cult also holds quite a bit of power, and when Jaren first took the throne, they absorbed a number of duties. Duties that they have been slow to return. I'm not suggesting that forcing them to give the power back to Jaren will be the right thing to do. Maybe enforcing the mortuary cult's grip on the city would be better. That is up to you to decide as to what you want to do. You have mentioned Zakharum and Mephisto's influence a couple of times, so I will provide some context there. Not too long ago, there was a schism in the church. Some event happened that led to a number of paladins rebelling against the Zakharum faith and forming their own orthodox, I should say. They based themselves in Lut Gholein and have become a sort of church in exile. They are significantly more pleasant than the cultists and zealots from across the sea, and do attempt to uphold the ideals of old, though they are still attempting to throw off the prejudice of their previous actions.
So you're saying that they noticed the weird corruption going on and they were like, we gotta get out of here.
Yes, that is correct. Though, all that being said, they still do not mesh particularly well with the social fabric of Lut Gholein. They still see undeath as being abhorrent. They still disagree with indentured servitude that the Janissaries are forced into. There are many things that they simply do not see eye to eye on, and while they are making the poor's life quite a lot better, it is going to cause some waves once again.
Can I ask you a question?
Of course.
When you say they don't see undeath as abhorrent, isn't it?
What is not
What is okay about undeath?
This all depends on your point of view.
Mm-hmm.
The mortuary cult views life and death as one and the same. It is a process. And to bring a corpse back from the grave is not bringing the spirit back, it is merely piloting an empty vessel to carry out goods or carry out deeds. Similarly, if a soul does not desire to move on, it can be retooled or retrained to inhabit something more durable, such as a golem.
Okay. That answers my question. Thank you.
So,
Of course.
so they bring anyone back to life? What do you need to bring people back to life?
Enough money.
Diamonds.
Enough
Brought
money.
back to life.
Yes.
What did you say, Thulgrim?
I said they are not brought back to life. These are bodies that are just risen from the
They're
dead.
sort of
Ragnar
recycled.
nods.
They repurpose the shell, if you will.
So it's not. So like, if I died, say, you know, a beautiful sister crushed my skull, they would just bring my body back to life, not me.
Correct.
Oh.
It would just be your body, your bird body would be walking around,
Bird
but you would
body.
not be in control. Someone else would be pulling the strings, and your mind would not be there.
Well, what about like Francia?
She's a vampire. It's a different sort of undeath.
Vampirism is poorly understood, once again.
Well, what
Could
about
I be a
Thulgrim?
vampire, or is it only humans?
No, you can't be a vampire.
Why would you want to be a vampire?
I can't
wouldn't-
die.
I
I
wouldn't
mean,
say
you
you
can.
can't
Vampires
be a
can
vampire.
die.
Francia's never died.
Because we haven't killed her
Currently.
yet.
Yeah, but I
Not
mean, you've never died.
currently. She's very nice to us. Why would we kill her?
She's
I'm
just
not
kind
saying
of a
we're-
bitch.
I'm not saying we're going to kill her. I'm saying that just because she isn't dead currently doesn't mean she cannot be killed.
Yeah, same thing can be said for you.
What?
You're not dead, but you can die.
Are you also threatening me, though?
Man,
Maybe
they say
Claude is immortal.
I
Not
mean, you
certain.
did get him sent here too. He would have good reason to threaten you, Doctor.
What about
No.
Thulgrim? Thulgrim, you have like a weird thing going with your soul. Are you undead too?
Oh.
No.
Drogon
Hmm.
brow raises at that.
No, my soul is still connected to me. I have not gone soulless of any sort.
You have not gone solo. Okay. Okay. What is it though? What are you? I'm not judging you or anything. I'm just curious.
I'm not sure how to answer. I don't know what it is, I just know what it does.
Well, if you wanted more insight into that, I'm certain the Mortuary cult would find you very, very interesting.
I had thought about that, but a little worried that they may take their curiosity to an extreme.
That is a fair concern, and if I am being perfectly honest, I do not care much for the Mortuary cult myself. They remind me of our history, except replace demons with undead, and I am certain that their hubris is going to catch up to them.
Then why are you
very
hanging out
soon.
at this too?
Because sometimes ends justify the means.
I guess so.
And this is more his sanctum. I imagine this
I mean,
connects
I
to various
I
places.
can't really complain
He
because if
nods.
you hadn't been hanging out here, then like something terrible might have happened.
Do keep in mind, you fell through a portal. You did not. This place is not physically connected to where you were. It is
Speaking
merely.
of which, how do we get out of here?
I can release you whenever I see fit.
Okay.
Or eject you, I suppose, is the appropriate term.
Do you have to eat here, or can you just make whatever food you want? Because I'm quite hungry after all that fighting.
We have
I
food in the
can-
car.
What?
I do not eat when I'm.
Oh! Oh my god! So the cart. See, one of your little friends, I think killed the other horse. Can you not Biscuit, but
Jam.
Yeah,
Jam? Yeah, I think Jam died.
Allow me to get some help for you.
Captain, it's really unnecessary. He needs to learn that his actions have consequences.
Well,
Well,
actions,
Biscuit'll get lonely.
That's not Jam's
actions
fault.
and consequences.
No, it's not Jam's fault.
Aside.
It's Claude's fault that Jam is dead. That's what I'm saying.
If you are traveling with two horses and your cart requires two horses to pull it, it doesn't matter if a lesson needs to be taught. There needs to be another beast to assist.
Technically, the car
I'm-
was fine with one horse. We just magically
Stop it.
had
Stop it.
a second horse.
It's not Jam's fault. Let Jam be alive again.
Let Jam be alive again.
says he's going to make
Malky?
Jam
Why do you
alive
hate
again?
Jam? See, now it's your fault. Your actions have
Stop it,
consequences.
Claude. Was stop it.
You see what I have to deal
I
with?
will organize some allies to support you on your journey. How does that sound?
Okay. I
Do we
feel
know
bad for
them?
Jam. It's not Jam's fault.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that is the way of the world sometimes.
I know you.
Hmm.
This Claude got Jam killed. That's what I'm saying.
Why do you have to keep saying that?
Because
First-
it's
Underhand comments aside, there are three other powers still within Lut Gholein that you should know about.
Okay.
One you have mentioned a few times, Ahmed al-Hakan, the undying man of gold, or whatever other title he's chosen to give
I've
himself
never
now.
heard that. That's very strange.
He is an eccentric, wealthy man that does eccentric, wealthy things, and would much like to see Lut Gholein and the other cities nearby reorganized into a single cohesive kingdom rather than a number of city-states. While I admire his drive and think that his end result will inevitably happen, he wishes it to happen at a very rapid rate, one that would cause much disruption. Also, his vampirism is certainly a topic of contention. Finally, there is myself. The Vigerai mage clan does hold some influence in the city, though not anything influential. We tend to operate a little bit more clandestine and in the shadows, providing support where possible. Once upon a time, we used to run the cities on this side of the sea, and I believe that it would be good to ensure that they still have some support from their homelands.
There's a homeland?
We come from the land of Kyrgyzstan, across the Twin
Oh, I know where that is.
Sea. Yeah.
Are you?
Yes? That's where me and Veracio were born, kind of.
Mm-hmm. The city of sorcerers, old Chaldeum. Finally, the Lacunae Outriders. The
Lakunai?
The Outriders specifically are a group
Oh.
of the Lacunae who attempt to trade and interact with the civilized world. They are, well, I'll let them speak for themselves, but they do not agree with a number of the, I guess, lifestyle choices of Lut Gholein and would much rather see the world, or not the world, the region return to how it was before it became a horrible, blasted wasteland.
Are they kind of like the guys whose name I forgot?
They are predominantly tabaxi, historically were anyway,
Well, I was going
though
to say
they have become more accepting of outsiders, and anyone who wishes to renounce their connections to their previous life are welcome to become the kunai.
That's kind of nice. No, the goat guys whose name I forgot. No offense, goat guys.
Azra.
The Khazra.
Kazra. Are they kind of like the Kazra, but cat people?
Yes, they are very similar to Khazra, also in the fact that they were created by Vigirai long ago.
Oh, so it's like summoned?
Summoned would be a gentle way of putting it.
That's weird.
The
Do you want-
Vigirai were not very pleasant people in ancient history. Like I said, we have many sins to atone for.
So they were like forcefully create summoned in the ickinist way?
Imagine, if you will, your livestock suddenly became sentient.
That's
And
fucked
imagine
up.
if your livestock was still being eaten for food.
Yeah, I was going
and
to
how
say,
they might feel about
I
that.
would not like if cows could understand what was happening to them. That would make me feel really
Yeah,
bad.
or a horse, and a certain someone was just okay with them being dead.
I'd probably only eat potatoes and green beans. Ugh. I
Well,
would really miss meat. Anyway, I'm
was
sorry.
that all? More than nothing to apologize for. That is the summary of what you can expect when you arrive in Lut Gholein.
Who eats cats?
Keep in mind that
Hungry people, people without any other means of eating.
the example
enough.
was specifically towards Khazra, though it can be applied to Lakunai as well.
Oh, that's so sad. And she like looks at the two cows. That's very, very sad. Oh my god.
It is what it is.
Why aren't they vegetarians?
They could be vegetarians. You don't know.
I mean, they should be, right? If they were originally like cows. Cows eat grass.
They're not cows.
They were
Goats?
goats.
Goats eat grass too. They don't eat
Goats.
meat.
Goats eat
Goats who
everything.
minds. They do eat everything.
Mainly grass, though.
No.
Don't decide what they
They-
eat for them. They can eat
I'm
whatever they want.
deciding. They.
I am quite fond of filigree. Like, looks back over it like. Okay,
don't-
well, with that helpful piece of information in mind, do you have anything else, or would you like to get to it?
Go ahead.
I was wondering, I remember the Granite District being quite empty. Would there possibly be any, say, unoccupied houses we could use as a base of operations so we don't need to run through our coffers at the inns?
Unoccupied houses, unlikely. The Crescent District has seen quite a bit of construction, and most of the houses are being filled. Though there are a number of taverns that are quite affordable. I am certain that you will be able to spend some of your money there, or you could even come to an arrangement with some of the locals to find accommodation.
Didn't Francia say we could stay at her house?
If you
We,
wish to do that.
I believe she said we should visit. I don't think we are going to be staying there.
No, she said make yourself at home.
I feel like you're putting words into her mouth.
I mean, I was her, and I said make yourself at home. So.
That's not. Anyway.
I could do it again. I could go in and be like, "Oh, I'm Countess Francia."
I would not do that in front of her father unless
No.
you want to piss the man off.
You should absolutely do that. I think that is a wonderful idea.
See, Horacio agrees, and I just killed her, and she's totally cool with it.
I will wait right outside the front of the house, so just in case anything goes wrong, I will run in and save you.
Well, with all of that in mind, Have anything else, or shall you be released?
Just to confirm, the
Yes.
other tieflings are all here, right?
Yeah, they're all here. They've just been sort of remaining silent
Very good.
because role playing with myself is not fun.
It's silly.
No.
It's a silly thing.
Yeah, Talav went over and like stood next to Veracio, but after that she like makes sure that Spook's okay, like goes over and like stands next to him, being like the littlest bodyguard pretty much.
No, I guess I don't have any questions. Is there anything in particular that we should keep an eye out for while we're there for you?
Well, I will be working in my shop there whenever you arrive, so I appreciate the offer. Oh, one thing. You will need to get a... You need to find a patron, or a patronage, if you wish to enter the inner parts of the city. It can be
Us-
acquired. Go on.
They're pretty much a sponsor, vouching that we aren't ne'er-do-wells and the like.
Exactly. I'm certain if you align yourself with any one of the people or groups that I mentioned, they will be more than happy to offer you sponsorship.
So you
Will
can't
we
do
need
it?
that before we enter, or will they allow us into the city so we can find patronage?
You will be allowed into the outer rings of the city. It's simply the inner side, the inner core that you may not be quite so welcome in. The exception will be the university. There is a ferry that can get you through the gates, and you can head there. If you have any historical ties, that might be a good place to go as well. I technically am an outsider, so I cannot provide patronage.
But the
I-
mage
I
clan that
ad-
you're part of could?
I attended that university. Maybe I could get us in.
Well, there you
Maybe.
go. If you
Okay,
have
but
any
the
contacts...
mage clan that you're part of? Got it?
The mage clans do not belong to Lut Gholein. They merely have a vested interest in ensuring Lut Gholein
Oh.
continues to exist.
Okay. What you're saying about your college, Collège du Bois?
That's where I learned medicine.
Do you
And
think you
Luke
can
and
get
Luke
them
like-
to sponsor us into the inner sanctum of the city?
Some of you, yes.
Do all of them know that you're bored now?
I might have to put the gas mask back on.
Oh, okay.
Alternatively, I am certain you can bribe or sneak your way in, just don't get caught.
I think we could probably get Francia's father to help us because we got her to be a duchess, you know.
Well, that is a
Yeah.
possibility.
We
His
could,
estate is in the outer ring, so you will be able to reach it without a sponsorship.
we could fib a little bit. Technically, what we did helped her to be a duchess. It didn't help her to be a queen, but you know, she shouldn't be a queen.
Quite.
Hey, do you know anything about the guy who looks like Kruber but isn't Kruber? Baldwin?
Baldwin?
I am unfamiliar with this name, unfortunately.
Oh, that's not good. We made him a king, kind of. He
We
seems
did.
like a very nice guy though. He seems like he cares about the people more than, you know, being a very important king and stuff.
Is this in Lut Gholein or is this in Candorus?
Candorus, so I guess it affects you less, but you know, it affects you a little bit.
I cannot say I'm particularly familiar with what has occurred across the mountains.
I have a question. Do you know the
Of
best
course.
place we could go to sell some wood?
Off the top of my head, not immediately, though I am certain that the Grand Bazaar would...
Grand
Just pause for a moment. If you could get a trade permit, then the Grand Bazaar would be a ideal spot to go
A
to.
trade permit? We can't just sell
Yes.
things?
No, not in the bazaar. You need to be
Oh.
an officiated stall owner.
Go and ask some questions and rub shoulders with whatever flashy characters you come across. The
Marquise,
city
can you
is
do
large.
I could try.
that? Okay.
Any particular palms I might need to grease, or how much one would cost?
I cannot say that I am familiar with the inner workings of trade deals. For my shop, we simply get things delivered in. It's handled by someone else.
When they gave us this wood, they made it seem way easier to sell it.
Well,
Yes.
I
they
suspect
did.
that whoever gave you the wood was not familiar with the bureaucracy of Lut Gholein.
I think you're just saying that because you're also the DM.
That is not entirely wrong. Either way, when you arrive in Lut Gholein, spread out, make some friends, learn a bit about the city and about the people in it, and you will begin to see opportunities all around you.
Okay. This sounds difficult, you guys.
It'll be fine. Everyone just needs to be the charming selves, and we should have no trouble.
I don't feel as if
Yes,
I'm
it'll
that
go very well
charming.
until someone steals something they shouldn't.
Yeah, Brasio.
Don't you talk to my sister that way, you bird.
I will. We were all in agreement to take that item to help the man, and
No.
not a single. Yes.
No.
Yeah.
Even if we were, I told you I wanted to take precautions before you did what
We
you did.
did. I tell
No,
him
we
no one
didn't.
thought.
Yeah,
No
bird.
one thought.
Everyone thought that something would
No.
go wrong when you did what you did.
Here we go.
No. Only you.
Maltese, please, you are the smart one. Please tell me that you agree with me.
Of course, I agree with you.
Okay, thank you.
Hindsight is very nice. That's that's all I'm saying.
Okay, you know what else is nice actually? Foresight. Okay, have a little bit. You nearly got people I care about killed.
And you almost died.
Me?
No.
Oh yes, I mean I care about me as well.
I don't know. I just feel like it what happened happened.
What happened
Yeah.
happened because you were careless.
As much as I agree with you, just yelling at him more isn't going to solve anything. He's very
It makes me feel better
stuck in
about
his
myself.
stuck in his point of view.
Okay, let's go to Lut Gholein already, I guess.
Trogdon, once again,
Continue on with our
thank you
trip.
so much for your assistance, for your
that is-
understanding, and for your patience with us.
Well, in repayment, go and stop these demons. And with that, a little twinkling of the
Wait,
fingers.
Can you give us any cool loot?
Yeah, and as you do that, you feel like reality gets stretched
He's
apart,
like,
and then
bye.
Oh no, I can't hear you. What's happening?
Did you want loot or to go? I don't
Lut
Yeah,
know.
Lut
Gholein.
Gholein!
To Lut Gholein. That's where I'm sending you.
Bye.
Bye. Have a good time.
Have a good time in Lut Gholein. It's what you wanted, right?
Ah, Lut Gholein, not the loot. Where is my loot? Gholein.
all right. And with that, your vision returns to normal, and you find yourselves back here in the tomb.
Not very squeals like an idiot and hugs Veracio's arm again.
Okay, well, I'm glad that we're all safe, okay?
It was very upsetting, okay, that you were dead and I almost killed Claude and I definitely killed the other guy.
Good. On both counts, good.
Are the statues back? Are they dead?
Yes, you see the statues. They're back. They're standing once, like how you found them. Red rubies in their eyes, two crescent swords crossed across their chests.
Navari
Standing there.
just points at the one closest to her like,
You. I know what you're capable of.
Yes, so
Its head slowly tilts.
Let's be gone from this tomb.
Okay.
Sounds good.
So, just before we leave, the insect creatures we were fighting, did they have equipment?
No, they just had like claws, and I
Okay,
didn't
so they're just,
rename
like-
the spears to claws.
Oh, that's fine. I just wasn't sure if they had stuff. But no, if they have no stuff, then yes, we will leave.
Seems wise.
They're
I'm
like,
guessing the sandstorm is all done and finished.
Yeah,
Are you-
sandstorm's all done and finished. There's the sort of orange glow of daylight is starting to creep over the horizon.
Morning.
And one sec.
One sec.
Are you
Cicero,
gonna
shut the fuck
change
up.
the map?
Don't rush him. Don't rush God, okay? Oh my God! Please shut up. No, shut up.
All right, I'm back. Sorry.
All right.
So yeah, where to now?
Lose
I
Gholein.
assume Lut Gholein.
All right. You may notice that
What?
the wagon is not in this tomb with you, and neither is Biscuit.
Do
Okay.
we want to keep?
I know Biscuit would be in the tomb. That would make any sense.
No, Biscuit. We took Biscuit with us, so Biscuit probably should be in the tomb with us, right? If he restored him.
No,
He's
he would be
probably gonna be
outside where I
outside.
put him. Yeah,
No,
I
because he
moved him.
killed Biscuit to have him put in the room with
No.
us.
Yes, but they wouldn't put Biscuit in the tomb where he couldn't get out.
Well, he can, because there's a
Yeah.
path right there.
It's not. That horse was Chonk. I don't think he's getting through the
I
little
bet you
path.
can get out the pass to the east. I'm just saying.
Was there anything else in this area that we were going to explore?
No, we're not touching anything else.
Goodbye, tomb. Come on, Varsil. I don't want to come back here ever again. It has very bad memories for me.
Yes, we will go. Come on. Ah, crap.
What?
So, as you leave the tomb and get out,
Oh,
you see
crap.
Biscuit. See Biscuit hanging out there, attached to the wagon, looking very confused. And you see a number of cat people that are sort of
Oh.
crowding around the wagon. Four of them. There's some very clear sexual dimorphism. Four of them are quite small and like lithe, and they're looking around at the wagon itself. And there is a larger one with a large sort of lion mane, who's standing upright. He's about 8 feet, 9 feet tall, a very large, chunky boy. And as you approach, he raises a hand, poured lion hand to you all. Says, I am to believe that you are the ones that Dragnan has requested we support, yes?
That's us. Hello.
He bows his maned head low and says, Greetings then. I am Lashar.
How
and I
dare
will
you?
be- and I will be supporting you on your trip, along with my hunting band.
What about
this?
the-
This is the Lacuna Outriders, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So make sure I had the right group in mind.
So, Lashar takes a few steps off to the side, and you see that he pulls a great bow from his back and knocks an arrow and crouches down very, very low to the ground as he draws it. He holds his breath and then slowly exhales and lets the arrow fly. And the arrow skims along the surface of the road, heading off towards the deeper desert where the sand is. As it sort of flies, you see the sand below like get kicked up and start to swirl around it, and forming into this large sand wave that seems just to go off in one direction, then turn and come back your way. And as it gets larger and larger, picking up more particles of sand, a shape starts to manifest, and you see a horse made of sand galloping out of the ground. And it comes up and stops near you all, lets out a distorted whinny as it sort of looks around, and he goes up and goes to sort of like pat along its sandy muzzle. He goes, my familiar will be more than happy to support you on the way.
That's very cool.
It is one of the great secrets that the desert hides.
That's very
Secrets
neat.
that
Did you turn Jelly into a sand horse?
It's jam, and no.
Jam
Clearly,
Jelly?
that's familiar. That's their familiar
Oh.
already.
this is Fee. She has been with me since I was a young cub.
We appreciate any assistance you can offer.
Very cool.
That is
very
quite
cool.
all right. Fee will be with you for approximately a week is how long it should take to complete the journey. Maybe less time. She will return to the sands afterwards and return to my side.
Thank you very much for your assistance.
That is quite alright. The
Um,
flesh-crafted Drognan wishes to atone for his actions of his forefathers and their forefathers, and we appreciate such actions.
how would you describe his forefathers' missteps as?
The ancient ones, hmm? He, like, stands up tall and sucks in a breath for a moment. It is old history passed down from mouth to mouth along campfires and lazy nights. The men of old thought that they were as gods, that they could create life and bestow its purpose and meaning. But in time, the life they built learned that they were not gods. They were just scared little animals, as we all are. So we won our freedom through blood and trials, and they were humbled. And now we look at each other as equals. Or at least some. There are many of the flesh-crafted sons that do not quite catch up with the way of the world. They are not welcome amongst our sands. But those who wish to make a difference are. I hope such an answer is satisfactory.
Thank you for your story. It's good
Of
to know
course.
things.
Yes.
Storytelling is an important part of the Lacunae way. And with that, he'll once again bow low to the ground, sort of slink back up onto his hind.
Are lacunae like everywhere?
The
or-
Lacunae, we claim these deserts, the sands, as our home, remembering what they were before the great destruction came to rend it asunder.
When he does his very, very low bow, before retreating, Navari tries to like mimic it to be very like not, you know, not in a goofy way, but in like a I'm trying to be culturally
Trying to give it a go.
sensitive way.
He doesn't seem to notice very much, but the escort, the other hunters, all seem to sort of like start whispering and jittering to themselves at that.
How low can you go?
Super low. I'm very flexible.
To answer a question that I assume is on your lips, Birded One, the Lacunae accept those that the civilized ones, as they like to call themselves, tend to neglect, simply because you do not fit into a particular box.
He seems very interested in that. He's like,
Vash's first
aw.
character goes with the goats. Vash's second character goes with the cats, even though he's a bird.
If you would like to learn more, we do have a number of young ones and mentors in the Crescent district of Lut Gholein who have been assisting with construction. They have been earning money and wealth to bring back to their families in the deep desert. I am certain that if you prove yourself to be friendly, they will do the same.
Drognan
You're-
suggested
the
that
Crescent?
we. Go ahead.
Crescent, yeah.
Oh, the Crescent? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. Claude
No,
didn't
you're
say
fine.
that. The Crescent district, you said, correct?
Yes.
Like a crescent moon.
Yes. Okay. I just wanted
Like
to
a
make sure
croissant.
I heard that properly.
It's not the Crescent District, it's the Croissant District.
Croissant.
The croissant.
Drognan suggested that we find somebody to sponsor us into the inner sanctum. Do you think that your family in the city would be willing to help us?
They would be able to do so. Willing is another question.
If we
As
could,
I
you know,
said.
help them out and stuff, I guess we'd have to earn it.
Prove yourself to be friendly to the Lacunae way, and you might find yourself having
Oh
favors.
man, I can't believe we have to grind Lacuna rep.
I mean, we don't have to. I was just asking. We could grind somebody else's rep if you want to, C-Star. No.
It will be.
Don't want no goddamn Khajiit rip.
Fucking Lacuna base tribe quests.
We don't call them beast tribes anymore.
Yeah, they're just tribes
okay?
now.
They're just tribes.
Oh, okay.
Racist!
It's not my fault that they
That's-
look like cats.
Is that why you're so mean to Claude? Is that why? Because he's a bird.
No, it's because he's
It
an
all
ass.
makes
Rossio was
sense
nice to
now. It
Claude.
all makes sense now. I can't wait to run off with the cat people.
Cat people fuck. Fuck like
Fuck
fuck
like
like
the
Wait.
Anyway.
Cool. So that. So I assume now it is time for you to be on your way. And we have prey to capture and return back to the sands that birthed it. You will all.
Fair enough.
We may see one another again. Best of luck, eh?
I think so. Thank you for your
I
assistance.
hope so.
And with that, the Lucunae all sort of all crouch down low, and then with great force sort of jump up, and they hit the sides of the canyon and start to climb it very quickly and deftly, and escape up onto the tops of the cliffs and vanish with a flick of a tail.
I was not expecting that.
They are very quick.
Does anyone? I really like them. I want to see more about them. They-
Right,
they-
then when we get to Lut Gholein, you can seek out them in the Crescent District then.
I would like to do that.
Would you rather do that than talk to Francia's family? We could
Well, she
technically
did
do both.
promise us. She did promise us.
She didn't promise us
Gold?
shit. No, she didn't.
She
promise
promised
us
me.
shit.
She promised me. Yes, she did. It was just me and her when we talked.
Okay, but Francia is a big fat liar, I'm just saying.
We did also lie to her, so I wouldn't be shocked if she lied to us. Yeah, we could ask them, or you all could just dress up as scholars, and we could all say that you're going to school. So just picture Horacio with glasses. Hello, I would like to learn.
Oh, she's just like Atari with
We've
glasses.
reached our high school arc.
Oh
Yes.
no.
High schooler.
When's the beach arc? I want to go to the beach. Or maybe
be going
the
out.
hot springs.
I'm a bird. I would have bird abs, Tia.
All right. Anything else? You're going to be on your way.
I'm good.
I think that's
Yeah.
pretty much it, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think Thorm has anything else he'd want to say.
Okay. So I'll just bring this one online. So, the last leg of your journey, as you pass the ruins of Second Watch, far in the distance, in the river, on the like crumbling side of the cliff face of the Great River below you. Much like before, you have a ways to go, and it's still going to take a bit of time. As you get close to Lut Gholein, the roads begin to become more clearly defined, and the infrastructure becomes a bit more modern and less fucked up, as the kids say. Every couple of miles or so, you also notice that those empty slate plinths, you see a mortuary cult tomb guardian is standing on it. Similar to the ones that you'd seen in the tomb before, its arms crossed against its chest. These ones don't have any weapons, and they don't seem to have red rubies for eyes. They just have a sort of black granite of the rest of their body. It's just carved there. They don't seem to pay you any mind, though. If you do stare for too long, you might notice that its neck might twitch. It might watch you as you move on past. Similar to before, I'm going to get you to roll on this extended check. I need to get 3 successes this time. So first to 3 successes or 3 fails.
Okay.
The just to also add a bit more further context, the elevation gets lower the further you go, and you start to see as the riverbed becomes wider and wider, more greenery starts to be stretching across in front of you. You can see like fields and the odd stray farming house and settlement that's tilling the riverbanks for the important food and supplies that a large city would need.
Well, I would like to roll survival.
Sure.
Make sure we're able to keep our tracks, or not directions, but like bearing. That was really keep our bearing in the right direction. I mean, I guess mostly we just got to follow the river, but you know.
Yep, that's all good. Give us a roll.
26.
Cool. It's very easy to follow the river and to keep in line. But beyond that, you can also able to track down not just food for you guys, but food that very clearly isn't being tended to. So you don't have to like steal from local farms. You can actually forage successfully from wild date trees and sort of
Very
exotic
nice.
fruits and stuff that are hanging out on the river's side of the river. Anyone else?
Can I do my usual history check to see if there's anything special about the area or?
Yeah, of course. Damn, boy. So,
May's gonna have to do a whole arc now where we find a hidden treasure too.
so you're aware that this is the breadbasket of Lut Gholein, and you are in no danger anymore now that you've reached here. Like, you are confident that you could lower your guard and just
confident
coast,
that there's
and you'll be
bread.
fine.
So we'll just be on second watch, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Where was the spot we were at with the ruin? Was that Kuson's Nexus?
So that would have been just somewhere between Kuson's Nexus and Second Watch.
Okay, cool. And now we're yep. All right.
Some undescript location. One last roll. Who else?
I'll do a perception roll to try to keep a lookout for any more, errant living magical storms, or the startings of sandstorms or anything like that.
Cool. You don't see storms. You don't see anything spooky. It seems like much like how in Canduras, when the demon threat sort of subsided and nature began to return to a more peaceful, sane degree, as you've gotten to this part of the countryside, it just feels peaceful. Like, it is pleasant. There is not a horrible sense of foreboding doom following you around anymore. Though you do notice one thing.
That's nice.
As you're riding down the road on the side of your wagon, you see off in the distance, maybe half a mile or a mile out, dust being kicked up, and you can make it out that there is a number of horses being ridden that are coming your way at some speed.
Too far away to discern the types of riders.
At this point, unless you have some way to magnify it, or
I don't.
Giles might help.
Do I have any? Can I send my bird? He could tell us how many there are. Not very helpful, but kind of helpful.
Yeah, you can send the bird out.
Okay. So we need to see. You wanted to see like what kinds of riders they are. He just tells us what number there are.
If they were past part of like the Kunai Outriders, or if they were like human bandits potentially.
Do you want me to send them a message, Maki, or is that a bad idea?
I suppose. It's hard to say. I'm not sure if they're hostile, if they're just coming this way to join the road.
I mean, if they're hostile, then they'll be like, "Fuck you, we're gonna steal your shit," right?
Potentially. Though, not sure. If I was trying to rob someone, I wouldn't just tell them immediately that I was going to rob them.
Well, I could lie to them a little bit. I could be like, "Hello, welcome to the desert. There's some scorpions up here, and they're very large, so you should probably be careful." And they'd be like,
There's a very large scorpion, guys. You gotta be careful.
No,
You
is
should
that not
say-
a good idea?
I think you should say scorpions riding snakes. Much more realistic.
I don't think
I
that's true.
think we shouldn't send a message. We should just slow our pace and be ready if they're hostile.
Okay, we can do that then.
We could also try and see if we can like disguise ourselves, like sort of if there's a way to hide behind any like sand dunes or anything like that.
Oh, we could dress up like bandits.
But if they're not bandits, then they might try to kill us thinking
Now they
we are
might be
bandits.
upset with the fact that we are
I'm
bandits.
just going to point out, even if they think that we are bandits and that if we are like, they're just going to rob us. We're not their bandits.
True.
Yeah. I mean, maybe honor among thieves. Maybe they'll be like, "Oh, you got
Yeah.
here first." Okay, I'm just kidding.
Don't fuck with us. We're bandits too, bro.
No, the only way that look, if they're bandits, then the only way that they're not going to try to fight us is if we look like we're too much trouble for them to be worth it.
I agree.
So, everybody stay ready. Who's ever in the cart can duck down and...
Whoa. Wait. We're in the breadbasket of Lut Gholein. I don't actually think there's anything bad.
Everyone keeps saying bread basket, and I'm getting very hungry.
Yes, but this is not there. We are quite safe where we're at. We are so far from danger. I actually think us getting ready would cause danger.
I'm not saying to be visibly hostile, I'm just saying stay on your guard.
I think they might. Maybe they're nice. You know.
I'm not saying they won't be, but it's better to be prepared than to be caught flat-footed and then knocked on our asses.
I suppose.
Could we have a rest after we got beaten up? I don't.
Oh
think
yeah,
we did.
you'll have rested by now. Yeah,
Okay.
we'll just long rest you all.
Is it a long rest?
Yeah, you'll definitely long rest on the way.
Bloop.
I was like, because I know that the people who died get the long rest, but did I get the rest? Did I add 2 points to my constitution? Yes, I did. Cool. Excellent.
Cool. So what is the party deciding on to do?
I'm just going to do whatever Marquis says to do because he's the most traveled one of all of us.
Yeah. Claw's not
Unless
gonna do anything.
Thulgrim disagrees because he's probably also traveled, but I don't know. Thulgrim, what do you think?
I mean, there's only one way to find out who these people are, and I think we should just be ready, be prepared for them to attack, but not be outright aggressive to them.
Okay.
I think that is a good path.
going
Expect
to
the
go
best,
stand-
prepare for the worst.
In the back.
Are the other tieflings and whatnot with us too?
Yeah, they're all with you.
Then
It's
I,
quite the large group.
then I suggest while we slow our cart, we have Vorosiel, we have Spooks, our more formidable fighters on the opposing side of the wagon as an escort, and our lighter members in the wagon, kind of duck down.
Can I have summon my echo?
Sure.
I'm scary. A little bit.
You are scary, but you're also... You don't take hits as well as your sister. That's why you'll be in the back ready to throw fire.
Okay.
I mean, you say that, but pretty sure. No, never mind.
It was so smart
Yes,
of you to
it's
show a little bit of
probably a
restraint
good idea
there.
to keep it to yourself.
That's very good. Very good. Learn how to do that more often. Very good.
Oh my god.
Now I won't, because you told me.
Listen, I'm telling you, it's a good job. You did a very good job. And she pats him on the shoulder lightly. Then the last, like, several times she's patted him on the shoulder where it's like a...
Very
So-
good, very good. Yes, you did a good job. I'm very proud of you right now.
So as you form up and put yourself into your positions, it becomes more obvious as to who is approaching you. You can see that there's all sorts of vibrant, bright colours on the backs of these horses as four janissaries ride up from the city. For those of you who are aware, the Sultan's personal guard are the janissaries, a cadre of slave soldiers who earn their freedom through service and then are presented a home and a pension and citizenship for their family at the end of their military tenure. They also have very extravagant clothes, long flowing silks, and are all magical fighters of some degree. And as they approach up, one of the lead ones sort of slows their horse down and extends out a hand for you to come to a stop, which I'm assuming Biscuit and Fee will come to a stop.
Naki will pull the reins. And,
Might I ask which one of you is the leader of this caravan?
I believe that would be me.
He sort of dismounts from the horse.
Naki will hop out of the cart and step in front of the rest of the group. To
Yeah.
come in.
Looks like a withered man with a very large, extravagant moustache and some scraggly beard, facial hair as well. Like, leans around, looks at your assorted mismatch of traveling companions. The silk on the top of his head sort of like floating or flailing in the wind behind him. Are you the ones who came from across the mountains?
The first of them, yes. I believe there were other talks of those wishing to return home, crossing the mountains soon, as well as trade routes opening back up soon.
It is the second part that we are most interested in, the trade routes opening up. But for context, we are coming here on behalf of Sultan Jeren, who has heard rumors that the eastern pathways have opened once again, or the western paths, depending on which way you're going, I suppose. We want to make sure that you are the ones who came through first, the ones who broke the blockade, yes?
Yes, that's us.
And you hear that, he hears that, like, from somewhere in the caravan.
By order of the Sultan, Lord Jeren, second of his name, and the youngest of the Sultanate of Lut Gholein, you're ordered to come with us. He wishes to have an audience with you all.
Can you say it in a nicer way?
He doesn't need to. He represents the king. We are to follow, or else I imagine we'll be put to the sword.
I mean, I'm totally
You-
willing to, but like ordered is kind of rude. Can you say like we're invited?
The Sultan has made a request. We are here to deliver the request.
Okay, request is nicer. I'm ready to go.
we will happily and gracefully accept.
He nods once again, and then gets back on his horse and goes, "We'll escort you. The city is not too far from here."
This is very exciting. I've never been on a royal escort before.
Well, it'll be much cheaper. You'll not have to pay any taxes or fees to get into the city if you're with us.
I
So,
like that. That's very kind of you.
All right, everyone, climb up into the wagon. I imagine we'll be double timing it to keep up.
Cool.
I'm still in the wagon,
Naki will climb
being a
back up
silly
into the-
whiner.
All right, one moment. Oh my god, where's my shit? Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Wow.
I still rode. Got good at you are at this map thing.
Should have been organized and done this sooner, but that's okay.
No, you're very organized. I'm very impressed with your GM-itude.
Bip. 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 I need to grab. Actually, no, I should use a different scene. Cool. So, after about 3 weeks of travel, you finally actually arrive in your destination. Lut Gholein, the Jewel of the East, the
Wait,
Guardian
not-
of the Twin Seas. Oh, sorry.
Not 3 weeks from when we last talked to those guards, right? Just in total.
Oh, yeah, in total, in total. No,
Okay.
they're like, you're nearly there. 3 weeks later. No. So takes a little bit of time before you start to actually see it, but you can notice large spires sticking out into the sky from quite some distance. And the closer you get, you sort of see the large, bristling walls with color and large domed
Hey,
roofs.
have Horacio and not Varro been to Lut Gholein? I don't think so, right?
No, not to Lut Gholein. They've been to Caldeum, which is the Vigirai city, the city of mages, or city of sorcerers, but not to
Okay.
Lut Gholein.
Okay, okay.
As you ride on in, you get to the first gate, and a number of the guards sort of like look at you just very curiously. You notice that none of these guards are actually Janissaries. They just seem to be local guards,
What marks
dressed in
someone
relatively
as a
drab.
janissary?
Elaborate facial hair, a large silk hat, and very colorful silken robes.
Okay,
Facial
so
hair is very sharply trimmed.
when we notice this, I'm gonna actually ask the janissaries who are with us, like, hey, why aren't they you guys? They seem like just kind of bummy guards.
They actually don't respond.
The Janissaries are the royal gods. These Janissaries are the royal gods.
Okay, but like, are these guys loyal to your Sultan?
The city guards are loyal to Lut Gholein. That is all that needs to be said.
Okay.
And as you get through the gate, which gets lifted without any problems or fanfare, you make your way into the city streets. They start guiding you through the city. You wind up racking up quite a procession of curious faces and people that sort of stick their heads out of windows
I'm
because
gonna wave to literally everyone.
you get some waves back. People they have not seen caravans from outside Lut Gholein for the better part of a month. You are the first travelers that have arrived in quite some time, and needless to say, it is attracting quite a scene.
Hello.
We are the
We've cleared
tiefling
up.
wagon.
We've cleared up the path. You can go west again if you want to.
This is definitely the tiefling wagon train. There's like 3 people who aren't tieflings like on this thing, and that is it.
Nah, she's definitely just gonna play it up, like, hello, how are you doing? If you want to go west, you can. The path in the mountains is clear again. Everybody have a good time.
So, for those of you who aren't getting into it, you might notice that as you're getting further into the city, more Janissaries seem to be coming out of the woodworks and are joining you in your escort. And it winds up turning into, over time, over about 20-30 minutes, basically a military procession as you are being escorted by a sizable number of very heavily armed magical soldiers. So the first question is, as it's happening, I see Spook sort of like looks a little uneasy by this and sort of mulls out loud. I do wonder if we have our guests or prisoners at this point. I was not
Yeah,
aware
Gus.
that
They seem very happy with what we had done.
The
I see.
invitation seems more of a demand, as they said earlier, than a actual invitation.
was not aware that you needed this many soldiers
But also
to meet
Dragnan.
the king.
Dragnan said that the Sultan was a nice guy, didn't he?
He said the Sultan was kind.
Yeah.
These do not look like the Sultan to me.
Well, the guys, what are they called? The Janissaries?
Janissaries.
Janissaries are supposed to take us to the Sultan. That's what they said, right?
I suppose we shall see shortly.
So as long as we can talk to the Sultan, it should be okay.
Once again, I suppose we shall see shortly.
During our ride, can I use perception to try to see the take in some of the reactions from some of the crowd as I'm riding in? Like, I know they're excited about us, but like when the Janissaries come, does it seem like like a military like a military force kind of thing, where they like are very quick to back away so they don't like get
They don't
clubbed
back
down
away. If anything, you notice that there's a bit of sort of confusion and curiosity at this. And before long, the procession comes to a halt. You go through a final archway and enter into a gargantuan plaza with date trees and palm trees gathered around at sorted positions. Oh, Shell's face.
I love a date, man. Hey, you guys want to go on a date? And then just like.
And far ahead of you, you see a extravagant palace with domed roofs and tall spires. And before long, it is about 100, 200 meters away from you, so it is quite a way away. And you see a balcony with a very small man walks out on the balcony, quite a bit in the distance. But even though he is quite far away, you hear his voice as if he's right next to you, and it starts to echo around the entire city. If you look up, you see that the massive spires you had seen on the way in, they are dotted all throughout the city, and it seems like a magical projection of the Sultan appears in each one of them as he starts to address the city as a whole.
Definitely waving. Definitely just like being super overly dumb friendly.
Good people of Lut Gholein, I told you for many, many moons that salvation would be here before long, and it has finally come. The trade routes have opened once again. Honduras and the West is willing to speak after they have been hesitant for so long. We have suffered and been put under many trials over these trying times, but I implore you, things are getting better. Things are improving. Now I can trust that our guests will enjoy their time in our hallowed halls, and that we shall strive to be as our ancestors of old, and ensure that Lut Gholein continues to be the shining bastion of civilization that it always has been. And that's it. He doesn't come to approach you. He stays firmly in his palace, and you see the door in the distance close, and he vanishes once again.
That's not very
And the-
welcoming. Are we still going to see him?
The Janissaries sort of look back here and go, like, you can see that they are a little bit confused by this as well, and then they sort of go to start speaking to each other. One that spoke to you before stands up and goes, a moment, we will just stay there. They go off and head back towards the palace complex.
Okay. That's a
Can
little
I-
weird, don't you think, you guys?
Did he address us from like a high balcony?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Could I fly up to?
I mean, you could fly up and go there. It's
When he
not be
tries,
the wisest.
when he tries, like if he tries, she's either gonna grab him by the shoulders or by the foot, depending upon how far he gets.
What if I flew away with you?
Oh my god.
And now you're a lady dangling from a bird.
No.
So,
I could have mentioned us up there.
Quadruple,
Into
please
his
hold on a
castle.
second while we have a discussion, okay?
eventually, though, another group of Janissaries comes out, led by a very large woman with
How tall?
dark, big, tall. They are a Goliath, or a half Goliath, I believe. She sort
So
of
like
stopped.
6.5 to 8 feet tall.
Yes, they are the big worm, as they
She's
say.
taller than Veraciel.
A
Veraciel's
giant
probably like,
woman.
She comes on out and looks over you all and says, I do apologize for the confusion that was no doubt set upon you. You were promised
Yes.
one thing and it did not quite happen.
Correct.
Well, unfortunately the situation is as it is. You are our honored guests in Lut Gholein, but you cannot see the Sultan at this time. He has pressing issues that must be dealt to, and he acted enthusiastically, but not properly.
I
Go ahead.
I have a quick lore question.
Sure.
So she's a Goliath. She's big. Is she a child of Bulkathos?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay.
what does that mean, sister?
Northman, like a barbarian from Mount Aria.
Okay.
Yeah.
Will we at any point be able to see the Sultan?
I am certain that at some point you will be able to see the Sultan, but for right now, he has very pressing and important matters that he should attend to before
fair.
engaging in greetings such as
That's fair.
this.
Just know we would like to see the Sultan, so if like there's a list or something, can you put us on it, please? We would like to go see him.
There is a list, and you are more than welcome to be placed upon it.
Please and
Is
thank
this-
you.
Is the Sultan's Vizier accepting invitations?
Say it again,
Guests?
sorry.
Is the Sultan's Vizier accepting guests to speak on such matters?
He pauses for a moment and goes, if you are meaning the Tombkeeper, Vizier Ikkept, then yes, she'll be willing to speak, though the list will be not quite as long, but there is still a list.
Can I just say,
It's fine.
Miss Ma'am, what is your name?
I'm Yubasi Shira.
Yubasi Shira. You are
Yubas-
so beautiful. Just like, oh my gosh.
She like, very polite smile flashes on her face for a moment and goes, I appreciate the compliment.
Can you spell
You
that for me?
don't. So, she'll say, so you know, Yusbasi is a rank, not a name.
Oh, well, you know, regardless.
Shiria.
You.
Shiria.
Shiria.
Yeah, so Shy, Shyria.
Okay.
Is this the same Janissary I met before?
Yes, it is.
I don't say anything. Melky still is dressed like he has been in Lut Gholein before. Like he's got like the long flowing robes and whatnot. He's kind of looks like just makes note of it, but from underneath his head wrapping.
And not Vari has been pretty like clingy to her sister the whole time. So like arm in arm, she's like, don't you think she's very pretty? Oh my gosh.
She is, yes. She's very pretty.
Like, not trying to be weird about it, but sometimes you just gotta tell a person so that they know that they're beautiful, you know?
No, I know, sister, you know.
Yeah. So sorry if it seemed weird, but you know, not trying to be weird.
It is
Not
not weird.
everybody
hitting
has
on
a
her.
beautiful sister.
Yeah.
I encounter many weird people in my time here in Lut Gholein. You are not weird. Do not worry.
Thank you. Okay,
No.
thank you.
I will ask, do you have a place to stay? Do you have anywhere that you are intending to go?
We had a
College?
We just recently arrived in town. We haven't had a chance to seek out lodgings yet.
Then, as a token of the Sultan's appreciation, yes, the city will be more than happy to cover your lodging costs.
Well, that's very kind. Thank you.
Do be sure to be mindful that you will be spending public money, so do not go be too extravagant.
Of course, of course. We'll get like maybe what, 2 or 3 rooms?
And your friend, you mentioned you're intending to go to Horizon University, yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Very well. If you wish, then, if you can actually... She, like, whistles very sharply and gesses one of the Sultan over. Sultan? One of the Janissaries over. Goes, this is Mira. Mira will escort you. You'll tell Mira where you're staying and when you're intending to go visit the university, and Mira will organize a ferry to personally take you.
Oh, thank you.
Of course. While we can offer certain levels of patronage, we are not able to bend some rules, and you unfortunately will still have to find a patron if you wish to step into this district again.
Okay.
The ferry will allow you to get to the university without such tape binding you.
Just as a curiosity, like, who do you think that we should ask so that we can present ourselves as the best we can?
Ask in which sense? What is it you are intending to do?
Well, we would like to talk to the Sultan, of course, and we would like to be able to easily visit the center of the city, but we don't want to present ourselves as having chosen the wrong people to side with. So, in your opinion, who do you think we should side with? Or ask?
There are some simple options. The university itself might be willing to sponsor you. That is entirely possible. Alternatively, I am sure that the Guild of Hospitality would be open to such an idea if you were to convince them that it is in their best interests.
Okay.
So another question. This is a little bit of an odd one. Are any of you performers? Do you engage in theater craft or anything of that note?
I can tell a pretty good joke.
No, I
I
don't.
would say no.
No, I don't think any of us are, to be honest with you, unless.
And then she
Okay.
looks at the other tieflings.
I mean, Malky raises his hand a little bit.
Oh,
I have
what can you
performed
do?
acrobatics in the past for entertainment.
There is a large theater that has been built on the old borders of the granite and gold district called Mukasi.
What
If
is
you
it?
are a Mukasi,
How you spelled it?
Mucassi.
Thank you.
They are looking for actors and performers, and if you are working for them, you will be sponsored along with any of your extended family. I believe is the deal that they have.
That sounds kind of cool.
If you wish to look good for the Sultan, those are the three that I would think would bring you the most prestige.
Thank you for your assistance.
Very well. If you need anything else, don't hesitate to speak to any of the local guards. I do apologize. The Sultan's sworn are going to be a little light in the lower districts for some time.
Is there any reason for that?
They are attending to very important matters that are taking them away from the usual duties. Hence the reason why mercenary guilds have been brought in to enforce the will of the Sultan throughout the city.
Is there something along those lines that we can help with? You know, we were the ones who actually cleared out the path in the mountains. We are pretty strong.
She looks impressed by that. Sort of like nods a couple times. There is a possibility then. If you wish to become mercenaries working for one of the guilds, then that is another way to gain patronage. Though, she paused a moment while I look up the name of who the fuck it is, because I didn't write it down.
It's like, by the way, we're pretty strong. We could probably help you. Just saying, especially if you want to pay us.
Thorgrim will chime in that we may be able to get patronage or, I guess, lodging.
Mm.
They're
From
gonna pay for our
the
lodging, right?
paladins. Yeah. But I was just saying from the paladins, because that's the sort of the same, I guess, sect that I'm from. Thorgrim
Yes,
is from.
that's correct, and that is entirely true.
Oh, that's pretty cool, Thulgrim.
While I have not been here before, we are the same organization.
I imagine that's probably a pretty good thing to be in the eyes of the Sultan too. And she kind of looks at the lady like, right? Maybe, right?
Are you meaning the Zakarum exiles that have taken up residence in the Granite District?
Yes, I am.
The
I'm not sure
Sultan.
where they are here, but yes.
If you wish to find them, I am more than happy to direct them to you on a map. The Sultan is fond of them. Others are a little bit more suspicious of their intent because of Zakarum being as it is. But if they have truly renounced their ways and wish to make the world better rather than spread hatred, then who am I to judge them?
Is
Not
there
Bari behind her
still-
hand is definitely like, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Those guys.
Is there still a more malicious sect of Zakarum in the city as well still?
She... Roll persuasion.
There is no war in Bossing Say.
There is
Or
no war
roll
in
persuasion.
Bossing Say.
There is no war in Bossing Say.
Zakarum was sensible and fled the city when this schism happened. I believe that the paladins would have more information on such an endeavor.
Really, that's good.
Suppose they realize that Lut Gholein is not particularly welcome to their particular brand of discussion, and that they are much more fond of those who decided to leave the church's embrace.
It's so complicated, right? That whole Zakarum thing. Trying to get
Yes,
like
the grunts all that she sort of gets.
I know, right? Oh, sure.
So,
Do we want to go to the Guild of Hospitality, or do we want to go to maybe the Paladins and have Thulgrim tell them, hello, we're here and we need your assistance, upright men of Zakarum, except not really?
Before
I was gonna say, I guess we kind of need to figure out which. I mean, I guess we could sleep anywhere as it is, but we should probably try to figure out which of the 6 we want to side with, or want them to side with us.
before we head off in one direction or the other, Spooks, do you and your companions have residence in the city?
We will be able to locate places that we have stayed in the past, and will be in contact.
Couldn't you just come and stay with us? Because the city is going to pay for our living for a little bit.
I am certain that would be economic. However, if we are to return here, then I would like to resume the lessons that have been bestowed upon my young wards.
Well, I mean, sure, but like, because all of you died, we didn't really get to talk to you at all. And I think that we would like to talk to you a little bit.
There will be plenty of time to talk while you are in the city. You need to remember that boundaries and space are equally as important.
I don't know what that means.
That is why I said it.
We have things to do, but they're going to be here. After we finish our tasks,
Raziel and
I'm
Notvari
sure-
are like, what do you mean, boundaries in space? I don't understand.
Yeah.
trying to become conjoined twins while they're
Yeah.
talking.
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll be happy to host you and talk after they finish their lessons, after we finish our work.
We will have much time for them. Do not worry, sister. They will not be gone from our lives. We will just not see them for the next little bit, and then we will see them later. Okay?
Okay, I guess so.
Besides, you have your sending spell, correct?
Okay, it's not sending his message. It's a regular
your-
message.
Okay, you have your message, right? You can find out where they are.
Yeah, but it's not the same. I'll be okay.
There'll be-
I'll be okay.
And she like does this actually.
I'll go for to fine. Okay, I'll be fine.
Sulking aside, there will be plenty of time in the city for pleasantries. I would recommend that you go and begin your business. We will begin ours.
What's your business?
Teaching
We will-
the young ones.
Okay.
Specifically, it says, you go do your stuff, we'll do ours. And Yumini's like, what is yours?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, she's weird.
Come on, sister. We will give them
How much-
time. you know?
How much money do you have? Are you okay? Are you good to be fine?
That actually is a good question. Are you financially looked after?
We are financially fine.
Okay.
Will not turn away any charity you wish to bestow, but do not feel like it is required.
I don't have much money, but I don't want you to be fucked, you know, so.
Malky will kind of get between himself and Spook, so no one else can really see the transaction, but he'll give him a little
no.
bag of gold, so no one else can see.
Oh!
Malkeys gets plus
He-
3 cool points.
It's about he's going to give him 20 gold.
Spooks' long, spindly fingers will take the gold, and he will, like, put on a very awkward smile, once again. Alien that's read how human interactions work, sort of smile.
He'll
He
kind
takes 20
of he'll
gold.
kind of reach up and put his hand on his shoulder and be like, "We'll be in contact."
We most certainly will.
Okay, see you
Now I shall bid
later.
you all adieu. And yeah, he'll gather up the rest and they'll wander off. Rashan will, like,
Be
wave
safe, don't
enthusiastically
steal
before flipping the
anything
bird.
dumb. Don't do anything stupid, Rashard.
Hi! Oh, I already am.
Keep him from doing anything stupid, okay?
I'll take them with me.
Yeah, actually, can we do that? Sounds like a good
Yeah, I'll
idea.
take you to the college.
That's a
You
bad
seem
idea.
smart.
No,
I
those
love
people
college.
should never be together.
Yeah, come on.
That sounds like a terrible
Bye bye. I'm gonna go with it.
Yeah, I'll see you. All right, we'll catch up at the college. That's like
Yeah.
Talav runs over and gives Varaciel a hug around her knees, and then runs over and gives Navvari a hug around. She's not very tall. She
Okay.
looks pretty young actually.
Oh.
And then she runs over, not like super baby young, but like 15.
Okay, okay.
And then she runs over and gives Varaciel a hug, and then gives a big wave, and then runs back over to Spooks.
She's so little. Oh my god.
She's very.
Vash
little,
killed a
yes.
kid.
I feel no regrets.
It's so strange.
Maltese is my son. Die, other woman.
Like Navari has a
my
very,
God.
very small, like not exactly panic attack, but like, oh my god, it's us, but so little. Oh my god. Because the two of them like appeared in the world and they were like maybe 25, you know. But this
Yeah.
one's he's so little, and she's like, oh my god, I didn't realize how
Yeah.
small you were when you were dying. Fuck.
So, question
Wow.
remains. Where are you going to go now? What's the decision?
Well,
I wanted to go to the old age, so.
Who do we
yes,
want?
but what is in the college to gut?
Our entry point into the city. Well, certain people. I'm not getting you entry into the city, but everyone else I'll get you in. Because you punched me.
Listen,
Yeah,
I'll just
You
I'll just-
deserved it.
listen. Varaciel and I will just go to what you call it?
The circus.
Yeah, exactly.
She could be like the strongman woman.
She can,
And
like,
then you
thro-
could be the.
She
you
can
could
throw
be
me, and I'll
the-
do like cartwheels in the air, and
Yeah.
we'll land. It'll be fabulous.
And then your sister is going to become a scholar.
I'm going to go to Francia's house, and I'm going to go make friends with Mr. Francia, and then I'm going
Mr.
to tell him that you're not very
Francia.
nice.
I'm just gonna follow Varaciel around because she died, and I'm very upset about it, and I'm just very happy she's not actually dead.
I mean, before we go running around to different districts, perhaps we should find lodgings and a home base.
Well, we were going to get paid by the city to stay at some place.
So we should say someplace nice, right? They said, please be economical, but you know.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a rich city of merchants, so we can at least we can like economy class,
I have a couple of options if
I'm sending this
if
to you,
anyone's
Cassie.
interested.
Do we have the list of things I sent you?
No, not yet. I just have a couple I wrote down from last time you and I talked.
Alright, let me just do this. Very helpfully, it saves as an image for some fucking reason, but there you go.
Yeah, a bunch of these I think were. I'd written them down, but I hadn't written down some of the districts they were in.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
I thought the masquerade was a brothel.
It kind of is.
Masquerade. Something, something, something parade.
So yes, last time I was here, I had a couple of options that I moved back and forth between to maintain an entity within the city. So, depending on where we want to go, I have a couple of options.
Okay.
If we want to stick to the Granite District, where most of the building and work is being done, I would not recommend the King Kawasik because it's a little too on the nose. It's a West March Western Zakarum themed tavern.
Not good. They're not very good. No offense, Fulgrim, but you know, the guys who are still really into actual Zakarum, not cool.
Sorry, it's a West March themed pub.
Also, there's
tavern.
like submarine themed stuff, and you know, maybe some like military this, military that. Can I get a frog sandwich?
Frog sandwich. What?
Okay, not like that. Never mind.
Are you
this-
saying the paladins are still teaching Zakaroon? Is that what you were implying?
In the city, that's what it sounded like, right?
Yeah, the rogue paladins still practice the teachings of Zakarum. They're just against the more militant and corrupt Zakarum teachings.
Yeah, they're more like the sort of the scripture as it was rather than what it became.
Okay.
Another tavern in the Grand District would be the Twin Seas, which is it's a very nautical themed tavern.
Also frogs.
Oh, Mikhail! We have to take Mikhail to the ocean.
Is the
It's
ocean
n-
here?
It's not. The
No, let's go
ocean.
to the. Okay, well, no, let's go to the one. But you said there was the Twin Seas. That was like the ocean themed one.
Is that
Correct.
the ocean?
There,
is that the
there is
real
another.
ocean?
No,
Well, is it that the ocean?
No, it's twin. It's not in the ocean. It's not at the ocean.
Okay, well, can we get one by the ocean? So maybe we can spend a little
Is
bit
the
more
ocean
time with
nearby?
Mikhail.
I don't think it's. I mean, there's
God.
small
Hey
channels that
God,
lead
is
to
the
the.
ocean nearby?
It is a coastal city at the mouth of a large river.
So it's just a river.
Yeah.
Well, it's a river that is next
The
to
river
the,
leads
next
to the ocean.
Yeah, there's like a large delta which the city is sort of built around.
Okay.
So you could put them there, and it
She
would
just
lead
holds
to
up
the
the
ocean.
bottle. She's like, "Hey, Mikhail, there's a river here that might lead to the ocean. Do you want to
That
go there?
river's-
Okay.
Rivers usually do lead to the ocean, so I mean,
Do you want to go there?
Do you want to
hang out longer?
I do not mind either way. If you wish to spend some more time and have some more thrilling adventures, who am I to say no?
I like Mikhail. You stay for a little bit longer. We take you to the ocean, though. Promise. Keeping an eye out for it. Promise.
Yes,
Okay.
you're a good friend of Mikhail. You know, we don't want to send you away very quickly.
I like
Been
him.
very
I like
helpful.
Mikhail. He's a very nice man.
Yes, he is my favorite water spirit.
Me too. Mikhail is definitely my favorite water spirit that I've ever met. I've met at least 2.
Well, that is surprising, but
What was the other one?
okay.
You don't know him. Don't worry. It's before we met.
Yes, he went to a different
I
adventure
mean, I asked
party.
out of character.
Oh, I'm making shit up. Okay.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, he went to a different adventuring party.
It was
Gotcha.
a different guy. It was a very different guy, and not nearly as charismatic as Mikhail. Okay.
Oh, you make me blush.
Another tavern we could have the run of would be the Pier Number 3. It's a little cheap though. If we want to stay incognito, it'd probably be our best bet.
Whatever you think is the best, monkeys. You know the city the better. Better than the rest of us. Right, Thulgrim? Thulgrim?
I mean, I think so.
Have you ever been here, Thulgrim?
No. So the
No?
organization, the Zacharin Exiles, is. How am I trying to say this? When they split, they moved. Other people moved and founded other groups, and so I am one of those. So I know what it is, but I have never been to the one that is here. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yes.
So.
If that's the case, then I would, at least for the time being, possibly we may need to change taverns eventually, just for the sake of. I would recommend the Masquerade in the Crescent District.
Okay.
Okay, works for me.
Okay. What is good about the Masquerade? Why do we like that one?
The Masquerade is it's a reasonably priced establishment. The clientele is ever changing, and also sort of on a rotary basis. It's also doubles as a brothel.
Oh. Is that the
Yeah.
thing
I'm
you're
not sure
worried
that we
about?
need that part of it.
Well, it's not advertised as a brothel, but it has the services.
Well, why?
Are you
Okay.
feeling lonely, Malky?
What I do in my off time is of no concern of yours, Claude.
No, that is a good point. You know, okay. No, look, if it is a nice place, you know, if you think it provides a service that you are in need of, then okay.
It is a nice place that provides a service that we all need. That being of rest.
Malkies, I've never done it in this bird body. I don't want to find out how to do it in this bird body.
Do you
Then let us
have-
drop the conversation entirely. Then.
So let's not. I don't want to go to a brothel.
Well, then you can keep your bird cock in your bird trousers. Then I don't
What
care.
if a ladybird comes on by and she's like, hey, let me put a worm in your mouth.
Say you're not interested. They are not going to pressure you. It's a business.
That's rude.
Would they even have ladybirds? I mean, like,
What
aren't
if
you
they
the only
have a
bird?
ladybird, like a swan, or a, you know?
It's not as if they're asking you for a date, they're asking you to pay them. So if you don't want to pay them, they'll move along.
What is a date if not paying someone?
You've never been on a date, have you?
Shut up.
There we are. We found the root of the matter. So yes, if you don't wish the services, don't make direct eye contact with those giving you flirtatious looks. It's as simple as that.
Now I want to go buy a date, Valky.
Then you're free to do so with your own coin, Claude, but
But how do I...
I'm not teaching you how to fuck, Claude.
Would you like to?
Oh my god.
I don't know what just happened, but I think we should move on from it very quickly.
I think Malkis is gonna have sex with me.
No, I'm not.
No, I don't.
No.
But not before the wedding, of course. To get rid of that blood curse.
Your blood curse is gone.
Blood
Leave me the
curse is
fuck alone,
gone.
Claude.
Very, very
Ow.
nice. Drognon man cleared our blood curse. We don't have to worry about it anymore, so you don't have to get
Well, I
married.
feel it acting up, you know.
Hey, are you still worried about getting married because you don't need to be?
Maybe
just
he's
want-
the one who is feeling lonely.
I know.
Maybe I want to be married, yeah.
Okay, well, don't pick on poor Maldives, okay?
Why not? I feel like a...
Poor
Because I owe you-
Maldives. He's trying to be
'Cause-
serious over here, and you're like, "Caca, please cacac me," and he's like, "No, thank you."
I just feel like a father figure to him, you know?
What?
No.
Like in another life, I...
It's very strange. Should we go to a house or something? Veracia, what were we planning on doing?
Plus, Claude, remember, I owe you a
I
stabbing.
was planning on leaving this conversation.
Yes, okay, where are we going after we leave the conversation, though?
Well,
The
I think-
pier with the hookers.
That was
Okay,
Thanks for it.
we are going. We are going to the tavern and we are going to get rooms. Okay, I want a room for me and my sister that is away from Cloud.
Bye!
Well, I'm not having sex with you.
We don't want to have sex with you.
She punched me. You're like a rough one.
You need to get punched. You're murdering people.
How are murdered people alive? Don't. No, you're not. You're
Don't
the voice
go-
of reason.
Dogram agrees, so that means that we're right. Ha ha ha.
You're not wrong. He's pretty reasonable usually.
Hey, Veraciel.
Do you want to go get drinks
Yes.
at this tavern that I see that's right here? Let's just go.
Okay, let's go. Yes.
We go and we skip arm in arm. Natari skips a little more than Veracia because Veracia is a badass and Natvari is a bit of a goof.
Yeah. But you know, she still skips a little bit because she's.
Also, I don't.
She's
Are there
definitely
supposed to
double
be our
skipping.
tokens on the map, or is there?
No, just put the camera token down so it can be moved for the whole part.
What if I move and go somewhere the party is not?
It's a big
And
map.
we'll worry about that later.
Okay, so we want to go to a tavern. Where's the tavern, May?
Cool.
The crescent.
Yeah, so the red so I've broken the map into a number of color district. The crescent sector, the crescent district is the red district. And I've just got the map, the roads like sort of outlined with a basic scale down the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
So is this a tavern?
No, I'll get to that.
Oh, I get to see the Khajiit.
That is what it is. That there is the campsite where a lot of the Lakunai Outriders are setting up.
I think we
My
should
thought
go
for this
by.
is that
Go ahead.
my thought for this is I'm going to add more sort of just like stickers to it as we go along, as more places become relevant.
That makes sense.
And I'm also going to be changing the colors to show which ones are friendly and which ones are not so friendly
I like that.
So,
based on your actions.
as we head to that district, perhaps we go and see the Lakunai just to be like, hello, we met your guy out on the plains. We heard that you guys
Sure.
were pretty cool. We want to hang out a little bit. And then we're going to go to a tavern. You want to come with us? The city's got the bill.
As you're heading in that direction, I want to volunteer. Who wants to volunteer?
Me.
Okay, roll a d100 for me, please.
Oh, no.
What's volunteer? Me. Uh-oh.
1D100. Pew. 72.
72. Okay. Now, okay. Flip a coin, please. Heads or tails.
Okay, 1 sec.
So, or D1.
Even,
Roll D2.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a roll D1. Roll 1D2. Roll 1D2. And the even one is odd. One is tails. One is heads, sorry. One is heads.
Sure.
Look at it spin. So it's tails.
Cool. So, you're heading through the... Actually, hang on. Let this again. As you're heading through the main roads of the Crescent District, sort of finding your way around, looking about, this is definitely the newest district of the lot. It's been mentioned this has been recently constructed. A lot of the facilities look very flash and colourful. People there are sort of all trying to peddle assorted wares on the sides of the road, so people just passing by. You can smell spices and incense. There's
What
carpets
wares?
and rugs. I'm describing the wares now.
Okay.
Mostly like livery and amenities sorts of things. So like spices, incense, silks, clothes.
Can I buy some?
Yeah, if there's anything that stands out, you can buy it.
Okay. Do they have like, oh my god. You said rugs? Can I?
Yeah, like large carpets.
And hair pieces.
Is there a magic carpet?
Why would you need a magic carpet? You can fly
Because
around.
it's so cool. I can float on a rug.
So as you're walking along, you encounter there's one rug salesman who's like, "Enchanted carpets! Get your enchanted carpets here! Reasonable prices, greatest in all of Lut Gholein. You find a
Wait.
better price, I beat it by 15%, eh?"
Is there a genie vendor?
Warehouse.
Can I buy a genie? Is there
Yeah,
a
that is-
genie?
This is not
that a
a
serious
Disney
question?
Channel.
Yes, yes.
This is not a
You
Disney
are
Channel
aware.
sales.
You cannot buy genies, but you are aware that there is a genie, so quote unquote, that runs a casino in the city.
Isn't Mikhail already kind of like a genie?
No, no, no. The ones that grant wishes.
No.
How
Why?
dare you? How dare you talk down to Mikhail, who's the coolest
I want to
guy?
buy a gin. Where do I get a gin?
Mikhail is the coolest guy.
The only gin you know of is the one that runs the casino.
You are the worst. Okay. Well, where is his bottle? Where do I buy his bottle to rub?
Right.
You're fucked up.
Great question. You should ask him.
Ugh. All right. So the carpets, man. Anyways, sorry. I was like, well, I'll save my money and not buy a carpet when I could buy a genie and wish for a carpet. Okay. So Claude walks up and goes, "What? Tell me about these carpets."
Well, you, my friend, and what exactly do you want me to tell you? They are carpets, they float, they can carry your goods, they can cover your messes. You want to wrap someone up in a carpet and then spin them away? You could do that as well. They're very versatile. Crafted by my 3 boys and their lovely, lovely friends who I pay grand amounts of money to keep on staff. You know what I'm saying, eh?
Uh-huh.
Children and child labor, gotcha.
How much would one of these magic carpets cost?
At an entry price, I would be suggesting about 450 gold pieces. But if you can get more extravagant and more finer features, you might be looking at closer to 1,000 gold pieces. You must
1,000?
Yes, they have to have the appropriate permits and have to be accepted by the assorted guilds because you don't want to be flying somewhere you shouldn't be, after all.
You know, if you
I
have
mean,
like
I have-
electric windows or a backup screen, there's more money.
I have wings, so like a carpet would be
Yeah,
kind.
what the fuck
but,
do you need a carpet for?
but sometimes I get tired
Oh my
and
god.
cannot fly up mountains, or so the DM tells me, and therefore a magic carpet would let me do that.
How much
and
money
take
do you
other
have,
people
Claude
with
the
me.
Bird?
So, what if instead of 1,000, I gave you my personal endorsement, saying I'm Claude Dubois, Slayer of Andariel, and this is my favorite store in Lut Gholein.
Give me a persuasion roll, please.
He's
I
gonna
do
roll
something to
really
give him
well
dis-
because he's
Can I do
vanished.
something to give him disadvantage on that?
No, fuck you. No.
You
If
know what?
this
You know what?
works-
I would like to do something to give him advantage, but he doesn't need it.
Oh.
Okay.
I mean, Pilgrim can cast Bane.
No.
Barassi
minus
just
1d4.
walks up and punches him in the mouth when he's halfway through
As
his
much as
fucking
we're all like,
speech.
kill this
No.
guy. It's
No,
also
no,
like,
no.
It's also like, you know what? If he has a magic carpet, it could help us out.
You are,
Yeah.
you are the one of the ones who slay Andariel, are you, huh?
I am.
Well,
Like, as much as I don't
well.
want to admit it, it's true. He did help.
Oh, that is very interesting. Well, how about this, huh? I do not think if I reduce the prices, I do not make any profit.
Well,
You
I
must
could tell everyone I know that we killed Andariel personally because of your magic carpet.
He doesn't know
Well-
that many people.
I
Actually, I do. I went to the college.
well, what
I-
if? Hang on, what if I create a custom carpet for you with your design of your face on it? Maybe what you
My
tell me.
face.
It can be whatever you wish. I am
You can
happy
have
to
whatever you
negotiate.
like. Yeah.
I am happy
Kinda.
to negotiate for a fair price, and if you can assist me in the process, I can provide a discount.
Yeah.
on that.
Shit.
I would love all of that. And we
Okay.
could do it like Malky's face so that I could sit on his face.
If you wish to put
Uh,
another face on it, you might.
Claude,
No, I
Claude, do you
personally-
have something to tell us about how you feel about Malchus?
want him to marry me. I thought it was quite obvious after I've been asking him repeatedly. Anyways, that's a whole nother can of worms. So,
Not going to happen.
Malchus,
Never.
how do you feel about this?
Never going to happen. Ever.
that's what he says. Then a wish spell will happen.
Malchus, do you like boys a little bit?
Boys and girls, yes.
Do you like
Oh,
birds?
good. It
boy?
could happen then. You
Wow.
know that. What
It
if when he
can't
turns?
happen. It
What if when he turns back into a human man, you're like, oh shit, he's very hot.
Yeah.
that
wow.
does not matter.
Okay.
He is entirely rotten apple core human being.
All right. if you say
Rotten.
so.
I eat rotten apples. Maybe it's because I eat that. If you made me good foods, Malkis, I'd be good
Claude de
inside.
Bois, and she like gently cups his beak close. Claude de Bois.
My sweet Claude Blanc, why don't you keep talking to this lovely carpet man and we'll worry about monkeys later, okay?
Okay, all right, fine.
Okay.
And he turns back to the carpet man. So you're saying I have to help you make the carpet,
I am
and then you'll
happy.
give it to me for free?
Not for free, no.
Why
There
not
are still-
free?
Because it costs goods, it takes time, there are licenses for having carpets, and
I
there are
stab
the,
him. I'm just kidding.
there are the restrictions that have to be enforced on any carpet sales within the city. They can't fly too high or too fast, otherwise we get in trouble.
But what if I just wanted it for outside the city? I could fly within the city.
They do not. The legislation, it is very strict, and I am not keen to try and work outside of the law. Huh? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Don't ask him to do anything that's illegal,
Sorry.
Well,
Claude de Bois.
How
sorry.
much would it cost then if we did all of that?
If you did all of the supporting and helping it to get built,
Oh, just
It
so you
would-
know, like right now, we are guests of the Sultan.
you
Yeah, we could say you made this for us. We could float up, when we
Well,
visit the Sultan in a grand way and go,
Don't
you know.
expand upon that. Just say we
No.
are guests of the Sultan.
Yes.
Well, how about this? There are laws that stop carpets being as effective as they used to be. They
Okay.
cannot fly quick. They cannot fly very high. They're good at carrying goods like a cart that you don't need to
Very
have a horse.
shame.
Do
It's
you
a-
have a carpet? Could you put the horse on one of your carpets?
Stop it. Just let him talk.
If the horse was light enough, sure. But the point that I am saying is if you are guests of the Sultan and friends of the Sultan, maybe you could convince him to review the laws around carpets so that they might be able to soar the skies as they did in the times of old. Right now, it is very prohibitively expensive to authorize a carpet of that power,
So,
you must
before
know.
Claude Du Bois before he gets a carpet from you, you're saying maybe we should just talk to the Sultan and be like, hey, buddy, would you like
If
to
you
leave some laws on the carpet? And that would be helpful for you, and then maybe he could get that a discount if that's what we do.
If you can get the Sultan to lighten to what's the word? Not tighten, the other one. Relax, that's it. Relax the laws on carpets. I will give you a carpet.
That would be excellent.
That would be wonderful. Yeah,
You-
I'll kill the Sultan, and
No,
then
no,
there's
no,
no more
no.
law.
Should you?
Well,
Again,
do not say
Close
that
his
even in
mouth,
jest
like very
in the-
quickly.
He is very stupid in his words. What he means is we will talk to the Sultan about maybe getting the laws relaxed on the carpets. We can't promise anything, of course, but we'll ask him about it. And if he does relax the laws on carpets, we'll be back here asking you for a carpet. You know what I mean?
It will be great.
You
Okay.
know, talk to the Sultan.
Close your mouth.
Okay, we're gonna leave now very quickly.
Dragging him by his mouth.
All right, cool.
Can I just ask you a question not involving carpets, real quick?
Of course, of course.
He's a street vendor, right? Like he
Yeah.
yeah. Where might I be able to procure a stall permit?
Stall a pyramid. The Guild of Hospitality most likely will give you something. If failing them, always go to the Grand Bazaar if you have access to it.
Thank you very much.
Not a problem.
Thank you for your help. Oh my gosh, I'm dragging you out by your beak because you have a big mouth. I don't want you to talk anymore.
Okay, so when she gets called by outside, she's gonna let him go and she's be like, listen,
We don't want to influence him anymore. We're going to talk to the Sultan and be like, hey, you know, it'd be very useful for us if the carpets, the magic carpets, that didn't have all these restrictions on them. And maybe if he's super grateful, he'll be like, you know what, you're right. And then we can come back here and he'll give us a free carpet, so don't mess it up, okay?
I just want to say.
Free carpet!
No. I get that. I just have a strange feeling about this Sultan. And to me, as someone who has correct feelings always,
No, that's not true.
I believe that something
Alright.
is wrong with the Sultan.
That could be.
And I'm just gonna say that right now. Why did he not meet us? What pressing matters? Everything looks fine here. I think he's trying to do something. Mayhaps he is the
I mean, you're not
vision
wrong.
man.
It does seem strange, but we don't want
Also,
to,
don't we have to find Tyrael? Did we
Listen,
get the name Tyrael?
You don't want to influence the carpet man to think you're a murderer, so I shut you up, okay? Does that make sense?
I suppose.
Yes.
Also,
More
did
importantly,
we
you don't
know
want to be a
Tyrael? Did we get
spy.
the name?
Um,
Keys is the spy, not me.
No,
You're
you
the
were
one
not-
who's-
Did we not know Tyrael? I mean, we saw him, but we don't know him.
Yeah, we saw,
You
we
saw
saw
him,
the
yeah.
vision.
We don't know his name, though.
I'm pretty sure.
You probably heard his name, but you have not been referred to Tyrael by anyone.
Oh.
The vision was just sort of telling us what was going on.
But we
Tal
did
Rasha
see
had,
Tyrael.
Yes.
And we know of Tyrael.
Yes.
We know that Tyrael helped Tal Rasha seal a demon in his own body.
So shouldn't we be looking for Tyrael?
We have nothing to go on to find Tyrion.
I feel like someone like him would stick out. Maybe he's in the palace with the Sultan.
Possible.
We should go into that palace.
No.
I mean, at some point we should. To be fair, we should go talk
Yes,
to the
what-
Sultan.
Mal
we are-
Cave.
Once
I
we're
have a
given-
cave.
Shut up. Once we're given an invitation,
Ugh.
we can go into the palace.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
of course,
we
at
will
some-
literally be marked for death as intruders.
Oh, I'm just saying.
I
like,
know-
he's supposed to invite us.
He will eventually. I'm just
Yes.
saying, if we
I know
follow
hide
Claude's
things.
plan, and we go in now without invitation, we will be invading his castle, his keep, which means we will be marked for death. And while I'm sure
Don't want that.
we'll eventually be able to fight our way out, we might not. And what happened just days ago will be very real this
I
time.
don't want it. I don't like
Nobody
it.
wants that except for Claude, maybe.
No, I'm saying we could teleport in to sneak
No, 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 no.
with the cave.
No, you are
No.
not good at sneaking, Claude.
Well,
You
that
are
Well,
very
I meant
loud.
I'll take you,
You
and
are
then
a-
I'll
I'm
do
not.
what
I
you say.
don't. I'm not part of this.
And then we'll just teleport out. We'll just whoop and then
No.
leave.
No.
So
Okay, I think one thing that you're forgetting, Claude, very often is that other people have magic too. And if you think that you have good magic, I want you to imagine how many magicians the Sultan can hire.
A lot. It's very
I
many.
suppose.
So as you're talking, you hear like someone clear their throat quite loudly behind you.
Hello, what's up?
Hello?
You turn around and you see about a handful of guards standing there. One's got very, compared to the Janissaries, they have very like simple sort of white turbans, sort of grey cloth which is sitting on top of their
Hello.
chainmail armor, marking
You
it.
guys look pretty cool. How are you doing today?
The guard like deadpans at you for a moment. Have I heard mention of teleporting here? Hmm?
No, 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 no. This guy over
No.
here, he's from like
Super in the West, and we're like, no man, you can't do that shit here. That's not okay.
he doesn't know
Hmm.
better, and we're just trying to like straighten him out, you know?
Closer
just-
to you.
Please forgive him. He just doesn't know better. We're just trying to.
What is, friend? What is your name?
My name is Natvari.
What is your friend who likes to talk about teleportation?
He is a
This-
doctor.
My name is Dr. Mantis Toboggan.
Mantis Toboggan actually learned his doctoring at the university here,
did.
but it's been a very long time since he's been here. He spent a very long time in Westmarch trying to help all those, savages there, So like he's come back for a visit, but he's forgotten all of the rules, and we're trying to catch him up on how things are now,
Yes,
Roll-
in my old age, as you can see from my dark plumage, I used to have blue feathers.
Shut
But now I am
shut
old,
up, Claude
and
the Ball. What am I
This
rolling?
nice young woman is my nurse.
Roll
Nurse-
persuasion. Roll
Hey.
persuasion with advantage.
Are we rolling persuasion,
Right.
persuasion or deception here?
No, deception. Sorry, deception.
Okay.
This is the liest of lies.
Yeah,
These
deception.
are
my bad.
these are actually
With advantage, though. With advantage.
Yeah, so you can
Get
click plus.
advantage.
One more time. What am I doing?
Advantage.
Deception.
Advantage.
Deception.
You already rolled deception. Not just I did advantage.
Okay.
That works.
22.
Cool.
With,
The
yes.
guards look over you for a bit. Like,
That's very old.
do well to remember, such acts as teleportation, they make your soul leave your body. Hmm?
I have heard that in the good book of.
Yes. We're
And the
like,
soul,
we're very
the soul
sorry.
is,
Go ahead.
soulless are only
Soulless?
permitted in the walls if they are under the care of the mourners.
The mourners.
Okay. The
The
mortuary cult, right?
Yes. Gotcha.
If you
Oh!
teleport, you are giving yourself to death. And you will be
Yes.
put to death accordingly. So don't do it, eh?
Yes. It's
I
yes.
suppose.
We are trying
Like-
to
Yeah.
impart that upon him, so like
Yeah,
we'll make
yes,
sure
I have
that he
already-
keeps to the
Right.
path. Thank you.
Now,
Thank you.
let this be
Yes.
your warning. Hmm?
Thank you for being here to like really set the point across to him, because he was like, I don't know you guys, but now that you're here, I'm sure it's very significant to him that that point has been made, right?
Wow. Yes, it has, Nurse Notbar. Yes, it has.
See, so thank you very much for being here to help us get that point across to him. It's like very
Hmm.
much appreciated.
The guard nods at you and they'll start to trundle off.
Yeah.
So, anyways, I was saying I'm gonna teleport into that palace.
Oh my
Oh,
god,
my
please shut the fuck up.
Just kidding.
I'm going to gut you and leave you in the streets if you don't stop this. Or better yet, I'll let Veraciel do it. She'll enjoy it more.
Oh yes.
Not if I teleport with her, then she'll die like me. Ho
No,
ho!
she won't. No, she won't. No, she won't. No, she won't. No.
Now I have a power that I can kill one
You
other
can, but I
person.
have a power to counteract you, so suck a my dick.
Oh, now you have a dick. I thought we didn't talk about phallic things around you.
It's non-existent, but it's still there, you know what I mean?
I kind of want to get my feathers dyed now that we're talking about it.
That's
You
what
think
we
you
do
are
that.
weird? Yep, you are aware that there would be any amenity, or most amenities you can think of, will be somewhere in the city. If you want feather dyeing, there are places that are specializing in the dyeing of non-traditional plumage, so to speak.
Do my black feathers make me look old? Not Barry, Nurse
No,
Barry.
no, man. You still look very sleek, very young, and very sleek.
They believed I want to dye like I want to be like a cool young color like.
Black is timeless. Okay, it doesn't matter what age you are. With black feathers, you're like-
Timeless is forever though.
Yes, exactly. You're like, what's up? I have
Do you know what
black
else
feathers."
is forever?
What,
Old
diamonds?
things.
Diamonds.
I should do white because I'm like an angel.
I mean, whatever you want to do, I guess. But I think you're fine how you are.
Yeah, Melky has left this conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, also, I want to put on my cute little outfit. Can I do
Sure.
that?
You'll
What up?
probably want to find a place to do it in. You probably want to go to
No,
a tavern.
I'm a
with places.
bird. What's gonna happen? I have a cloaca. My wiener ain't gonna hang out. I'm just a bird.
Alright.
Navari's gonna
Wanna
like
just-
sidle up to Maki like, hey, you promised me a Capella fancy outfit. Told me
But I
get
do
me."
have bird abs TM.
Oh my god.
I want
Bird
slam him.
abs.
Yeah, he's ripped.
Oh my god.
I gotta look cute for Malky. Look at my bird buns.
Oh my god.
How else am I gonna hang upside down while I sleep? Like a bat,
You have to be a bird or a
Is it-
bat here, buddy.
and sit on telephone poles.
Okay, so like while we're talking about business, we have a bunch of wood we need to sell. So do we need
Oh yeah, Mr. Carpet Man. What if?
he's a carpet
No.
man. He doesn't care about wood. Hey, Mr.
I'm-
Carpet Man, do you know where we could go to sell some wood?
We already left the carpet man. I already asked him where to get a permit to sell the wood.
Oh, I
Okay.
was getting yelled at by the police, so I didn't really have
This was
time.
before the police. Don't pretend you're just not paying attention.
Maybe it's my old bird age.
Monkeys, where do we go to sell our wood so we can have money?
I need to go to the hospitality guild and then talk to them about a permit. Then I will be able to sell the wood. And I'll need to find somewhere else to sell the drugs.
We have drugs?
Drugs?
Yeah, don't say anything about that in front of
Mood
Clark.
enhancers, Malkeys.
I've never
No.
had
Oh wait,
drugs.
wait.
No, hold on. Time out real quick. Was it actually drugs or was it just other things they confiscated?
No, it was
Anton?
drugs.
It was drugs. It was like
Okay.
800 gold
Wait,
pieces worth of
wait.
drugs.
Malkeys. We can call it drugs. I'm a doctor.
No,
I can write
no.
prescriptions.
That's not how it works. Yeah.
Would you like some
Do you have-
Valtrex?
Do you have a valid
Check
license?
your
Doctor's
changing
license?
pictures.
I'm changing pictures? Oops.
Yep.
Oh,
Let's not look at that. I was looking at my friend's picture of me and my friend during our visit on the beach. Visit on the beach. Go away, beach picture.
what were you saying? Yeah, yes, I have a valid RX.
Let me see.
Yes,
Let me see.
and
It.
he holds it out. It is valid.
Is it an actual doctor? Is it like a Tijuana
A
medical
prescription-
license?
No, a prescription. it's from Lut Gholein. That's where he got his degree.
Like it's an actual diploma?
Doctor, yes. Also, it's a pad with his name.
No.
and
I'm
fancy
not. I'm
writing.
not saying a prescription pad. I'm saying an actual medical license saying you
I mean-
passed the classes and
Yes!
were given a degree.
Yes, it says
What-
you did it, Claude Dubois, doctor, smiley face. Like, yes, of course, it's a diploma. It's a real doctor. He doesn't lie about that. He lies about a lot. Not
I mean,
being a doctor.
you can see why I would triple check that.
I
You
mean,
lie a
don't
lot.
look. All I'm saying is he passed the classes. We don't need to know how, but he did it.
It just says participant.
Participation award.
No, he's an alumni. I never said I graduated. I did go to the school. I'm an
I
alumni.
mean, if you just because you're an alum, if you pass, you have a diploma. You don't get a diploma if you don't.
Yeah, I have the diploma. Okay. So see, Malkeys, you could have had a doctor, and
I don't care.
now
Malkeys-
look at. Do you see this outfit?
Golduba, don't pick on monkeys, okay? He's going to help us sell this wood for a lot of money, and then we can buy cool things, okay? So leave him alone.
Yes, but I'm saying I could sell the
Golduba, you can't do
Drugs?
shit.
I'm saying
Because
because I'm a doctor. doctor,
No.
Even if you're a
we
doctor,
could.
these are not
Wait.
legal drugs, Claude.
Wait.
Just because you're a doctor doesn't make illegal drugs legal. That's not how law works.
Look, I have an idea now, Malkis. Now you have to listen to me.
I really don't.
We are in the city of selling things. We have a
As to
cart.
say that, you've been like more and more people have been stopping us to look at you.
Okay, all right. And the cart is next to me with biscuit right in front. Okay.
Do not start hawking trying to sell drugs to people.
Listen!
Out in the open.
Come, my people, he
No.
says, and holds out a wing.
Close your beak.
Come!
No. Like, if Horacio, like, holds up a hand to, like, Maltese, he's like, maybe if he does it enough, they'll put the bounty on him and we can turn him in.
Yes, but then he'll stay with us and and we'll have to fight him too.
Come to Dr. Claude Dubois'
I'm going to
miracle
cast sleep on
elixir.
Claude.
No! The cast
Alright,
it!
okay.
I have
Okay.
45 health, so you'll have to hit all of my health.
Okay. I mean, I've done it once already.
Yep.
19.
I get to
No.
re-roll the ones. So, you, what were you? Oops.
To reroll 2d6.
Sorry, I hit the button again.
Whoa, 28.
Yeah, 28. Let's just.
28 is still not enough.
Is it not enough?
No, I have
No.
I have 45.
Okay, then I didn't mean to cast sleep.
You put the crown to You put the crown to sleep.
No, I'm gonna cast
Are you-
Charmers.
Okay.
I think it'd be funnier if you put the crown to sleep, because
No,
Claude
no,
would just
no,
get
no,
bored.
No.
Did you cast it?
You
Charmers.
casted sleep already.
Do a DC save 16 wisdom, okay? Save on
No,
the
no,
16
no,
wisdom.
no.
Yes.
No.
Yes. Yes.
I would like.
I'm just gonna
To
do back to back.
instead-
Nope. Cast. You didn't do anything.
That is
fast
not
enough.
the bonus action.
You can't do anything. Nope, you're too slow. Do a DC
No.
16 wisdom save. Yes.
No,
Yes.
I would like to cast pyrotechnics before you.
You can't. I
Charm me.
already pressed the button. You're not fast enough.
All right. Here's what yous are gonna do.
Okay.
Yous are gonna roll for initiative against each other,
Okay.
Oh,
and
God.
whoever rolls first is who gets to go first.
How do you want us to roll initiative? Because we don't have characters on the thing. Do you
No
want to do
active combat
slash
encounter.
roll
But let me
1d20?
roll it.
Yeah, just click. Does it have to have an active combat encounter roll initiative?
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. Okay,
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
roll dexterity. Like,
What?
dexterity checks on. Sorry, initiative checks on mostly just checks dexterity.
I have +2 on my initiative though.
There you go. Roll that.
Okay. All right.
So what? No!
Check.
Damn it!
Check or what? Check.
It's
or
initiative.
save?
Just click initiative.
Just click
on me.
initiative.
Okay.
On your like card.
I got it. Now we'll do it.
Please roll lower than a 10. Please roll lower than a 10.
We matched.
You rolled a 10.
I rolled
Damn
an
it.
11.
Damn it!
So,
All right. Lord, make a DC 16 wisdom save.
DC 16 wisdom saving. Go. Nope.
Damn it.
So I'm
I
like,
mean,
hey.
I. Okay.
So I'm like, hey, Claude Dubois, we should probably calm
Yeah.
down here, right? Because, you know, we don't want to get anybody pissed off at us while we're just getting the city, and we can terribly, actually, definitely do what you want to do later, right?
I suppose.
Yeah.
I just wanted to sell medicine.
We can do
That's
that later.
drugs, because
We
I'm
can-
a doctor.
We can do that later, but right now, you see all these guys? They're very suspicious of you. We don't have any medicine right now. It's just wood, right?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes. You listen, Claude Dubois, who is my bestest friend right now. I'm gonna hold his hand. You're my bestest friend. My bestest friend. All we got is wood right now because all these people are versus. We can't tell them about it.
No, we have a load of drugs in the
no,
back.
no, Claude Dubois.
You-
We will sell it later.
Because he's charmed, right?
Yes.
He thinks that you're like forgetting.
No,
No, we have lots and
no,
lots.
we believe everything I say right now.
You know,
Oh.
okay, so charmed means that. No, so charmed means that you see the person that's charming you as a friendly acquaintance, and you
I
are,
already see that.
and you are inclined to believe what they say, but in player versus player charm, it's very like
Yeah.
abstract.
So, but when I'm like, hey, Quantum, we should probably just hold on a second, just a second, and we'll do it later.
Okay.
You should probably believe me.
I suppose, and
Yeah.
I am getting sleepy. So, I'm just gonna go sit on Biscuit and walk through the town.
You
On
do
me.
also notice that the guards that had been approaching you before, they're still just watching you at this point, like, Like they trundled off, but considering the kerfuffle that's beginning to happen, they did not really let their attention wane.
I could have sold all of our drugs.
I just
No, because the
look,
guards are right there.
I just look at
I
the guards
could have
like,
been like, it's Mendelssohn.
You'd be trying to sell you're trying to sell meth to the cops.
yep. I'm
Yes!
just like looking at the guys like, I don't know what's wrong with him. Crazy face, like.
He's
like-
old, remember? He's an old,
he's a
crazy
very-
man.
He's a very weird, crazy old guy. I'm very sorry. We will put him away so that he doesn't bother anybody else. Sorry.
Here's my question: Did Claude mention drugs out loud?
Probably.
No, he said medicine. He said, come get the best medicine, then she charmed him.
So, okay,
I mean, when we were arguing, he definitely said drugs.
Yes.
He did say drugs.
okay. The guards are coming back.
No, go. Well, I'm on Biscuit and we're walking. So the cart is a
Hello.
moving.
What's-
The
what's-
cart is a
guys?
moving.
Did you hear anything from the Sultan about how he would like to meet with us?
We heard that you need to stop the cart.
How big was the package, or how big is the container that has the drugs in it, Anton?
I'd say there's like two chests, and
Oh,
both those
chests.
chests contain like compartmentalized sort of, I guess, bags. Like
Okay.
So
little
the
baggies.
Sultan doesn't want to talk with us yet?
I
That's
do
what
not
telling
know what the Sultan wants or care about what the Sultan wants. The city guard serves the
Oh.
city.
Hey, can
And
I
I
ask you a question?
No, you can instead get off the cart, and we are going
I'm
to do
just-
an inspection.
Can I
Okay.
do something?
You can
No.
do whatever you want. Just be aware
w-
there's consequence for actions.
Is there fire around?
No!
Sure, yeah. There's incense burning and stuff.
No, you're still
Question.
charmed. You're still charmed.
Oh, well.
Question. Does
Yes?
does the doctor think this is a good idea, or does Billy think this is a good idea?
Would,
You can't separate the two of them, Philip. It's the same character. It's just Billy with a bird
would
voice.
okay. I take back the pyrotechnics. Instead, and not because Billy thinks invisibility is a good idea. Because I
No.
could just make myself in the cart invisible and we
No.
just disappear.
You can't make the
No.
whole card
Can't make
invisible.
the cart invisible.
I can't. Can I disguise?
No, you're charmed. You can't do anything.
No, here.
That is not how it works. You have to tell me what to do, and you didn't tell me. I'm trundling
no.
away.
I'm
Let-
watching
let-
you. I'm watching.
Listen. Let Claude talk to the guards real quick.
Okay.
Verosio, could you get between me and the guards for a moment? Just stand and open the back of the cart.
Yeah, Veracil obviously obliges. You know, she might not trust Claude, but she knows that Malcase is at least smart.
Yeah. Now, while he has a body block, he will try to he will try to slip into the chest and procure the baggies and sleight of hand them onto his person.
All right, off sleight of hand, and the guards are going to come up to Claude specifically.
I haven't stopped.
Are you still going to keep moving? Are you? So you're
They're
not.
not talking to him. They're one saying, "Hey, you, Birdman."
They said
So-
stop the cart.
He was on the horse going away. You think I cannot hear him? I'm
Biscuit
old man
is leading
geriatric.
the
Horse.
cart.
Yeah,
the
Biscuit
cart
is
is
going.
on.
But I'm on Biscuit.
Okay, but
As
that's
the cart
leading
is
the
going.
cart.
They call out again, louder.
Right. So the doctor's on the horse. The cart
Uh-huh.
is attached to the horse.
Mhm.
You are driving the cart away. They are
Yes.
calling about the cart. That means you.
There could be that could be any
All
cart.
right, get ready for Biscuit to fucking
no.
die.
Oh no!
No, hold on. I'm sorry. Our bird is hard of hearing.
Wait,
He's very
okay.
stupid.
You never said, "Hey, Birdman." You just said, "Stop." Is there
Caldebog,
other
please
cards?
stop. Caldebog, please stop. These
What?
men need to check the
What?
fucking cart.
And he stops. He stops the cart.
Yeah, you do
Stop.
see like about 6 guards or so in total come
There's
out.
other carts. They stopped. There's carts everywhere.
I'm very,
He
very
could
sorry.
be talking to anyone.
There are not.
He's very stupid. Look at him. He's a bird. That is what his
Stupid.
friend is.
Ignorance
What?
from the law does not excuse the law's
I know. I'm
actions.
very
Now,
sorry, but I just hope that you don't beat up our cart. Please have a look if you would like to.
the guard sort of looks to the other guards who, at this point, they've moved. They're standing in front of the horses, tridents like outstretched and sort of pointing at said horses. One
Wait,
which
their
is
weapons are pointing at us.
yeah, they've got one. They've got one of the tridents pointed at Biscuit, and the other one's pointed at Fee. The large,
I don't know
the
who-
large magical sand horse.
Okay, so
Charmed. Shut the fuck up.
I would like to teleport me a biscuit right in front of the cart.
Charmed. Claude Dubois, I think you should stay where you are, okay? Right, that'll make sense.
I suppose. I'm tired. You made
I'm
me
One of
tired
the-
too, Claude Dubois, but they need to check our cart, and it's a very reasonable thing for them to need to do while we're in the city, so let's just sit here for a second.
Maybe they could just not.
No.
So okay,
Mm.
10 is not enough to sneakily get them all of the substances hidden before the guards get to the back of the cart.
Can I use invisibility to make them invisible?
Invisibility is on a target person.
Can I make Malkis invisible?
Probably.
That or pyrotechnics, because then they'll be like, "What is that explosion?"
What is your obsession with
Because
pyrotechnics?
they will run away. They will see
They will-
explosions.
Billy, it's not like a movie bomb going off. It's like a firework.
You also
okay?
have to keep in mind when you're casting a spell, it is obvious you're casting a spell. Like,
Yeah, you are chanting and wiggling your hands.
yeah, like
Yes.
unless you are a sorcerer with the ability to cast your spell subtly, when you cast a spell, people know.
Oh.
Yeah. They will
Yeah.
they will see you start to cast
Fine.
on them and will
Can
draw and
I?
possibly attack.
Can
Mhm.
I cast subtly? Because I actually do have the spell to cast subtle spells.
Mhm.
If I cast haste, can I give Malkis advantage on getting that shit out of the cart?
Sure.
Alright, let's do that.
So just roll that with advantage then, or just add an advantage to that.
Roll advantage. Yep, roll an advantage.
That's not good.
Oh no.
Alright.
Okay.
11.
So the guards pull back the sort of sheets, whatever the hell's blocking the cart's interior
Curtains.
from the outside. That's the one.
Tarp,
They
canopy,
look inside.
just the canvas.
Yeah, they see you fiddling around, and one of them like barks out, "Put that down. Put it down. Step away from the goods."
I mean, he'll just stand up with like some hardtack in his hand, and be like, "Sorry, I thought we'd be here for a minute," and just sit down and start
Alright.
chewing.
Out and like the guard just you to get off the cart, comes out.
Can I go around and be like, what are you doing? Because the stuff's in crates, right?
Yep.
Are you gonna put this all back? What do you need? And he like points to the wood. Do you not see it? Do you not see everything in the damn car? Why are you opening up our stuff?
My feathered friend.
Yes, you have
Do-
not left us alone since
Do-
we got in here. You know what that's almost like? I can't wait to tell my friend, the Sultan,
While he's
about the
doing this.
racism I have experienced here at your hands.
While he's doing this, I want to cast Minor Illusion on those crates to make them look like they're holding something else.
Clothes.
Yeah, what are they
Again-
holding?
Again, subtle spell. They'll be holding something similar, so like whatever's in there. Like if it's
Flower.
herbs, it'll be herbs, but not the herbs that are drugs, obviously.
I mean, the
Okay.
drugs were in like a false bottom, pretty much.
Oh, so it's not obvious what's in there?
Yeah, they're like in a concealed box.
Okay, then never
Yeah.
mind. Not doing any of that.
I still
Meanwhile,
want it.
like while this is all happening, Verasil is not freaking out. She's not being frantic. She's
Yeah.
just waiting patiently for what happens.
Yeah, I will go ahead and cast like. So if they open up the false part, there's nothing in there. It looks like there's nothing in there.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah, and Claude's still yelling at them, calling them
Yep.
racist. So
Claude,
I don't know if that
Claude,
will do anything like intimidation. Or...
We'll
not
try
gonna
and
do
be like,
anything
Claude,
positive.
you know, Claude, it's they're just doing their job.
No, they
Don't-
keep stopping
Claude,
us
no,
for no
Claude, don't
reason.
give
We
them
were
any
almost
crap.
Do
done.
you not?
They get
do you-
mad.
Show me your trade permit.
Show me your trade permit. Who are
Claude,
you?
Claude, no, they're not
The
doing
law of the
anything.
land. Show me your
No,
trade
Claude,
permit.
The racist
No, no,
law. I want to know who you report to. Bring them
No.
out here too.
Oh, sir,
Sister,
can I please
let-
speak
let
to you
him
away
get in
from
his
this
own trouble.
cacophony?
Taking it one at a time.
Malky kind of like picks his hand at the box and goes, "Could I speak to you away from the cacophony, sir?"
Yeah, why don't you cacophony out of here? Because I want to leave. I'm so sick of this man wasting my whole damn day.
You say persuasion or perception?
Persuasion. And what was that, Ro?
Oh, that was Varasio saying to Natvari, just like, no, just let him get in his own trouble.
Cool. 13. He sort of like looks at you and is like, "We'll talk in a moment.
Yeah, disappear him, Malkeith.
Do you have do you have a trade permit? Yes or
Why
no?
would I need a
Hold on,
trade
hold on, the
permit when I
person-
haven't traded
no.
anyone?
Clap your
Because
beak
you were
shut.
standing there.
No. The person who is in charge of all of that is Monkeys. Please talk to him. This guy, he doesn't know anything about anything.
Well, he evidently was trying to trade goods. He was
As you
trying
can-
to sell
What was I
medicine.
selling?
No, hold
What
your mouth
was I
closed. Hold
selling?
your mouth closed. As you
Medicine.
can see,
He has the biggest mouth in the world. Look how big his mouth is. She's like physically shows him how big his beak is. Like he just can't keep his shit closed. Can you, sorry, wow. Can you, Claude Dubois, who is still charmed, you motherfucker? Can you?
This probably will have worn off by now. It's been more than a
No,
week.
it's 10 minutes. Or is it 1 minute?
1 minute. Oh,
No,
that's
it's
haste.
1 minute. No, wait, no. Charm person is 1 hour. So you're still motherfucking charmed.
Jesus. Okay.
I'm
Oh,
still
that's
quite
sad.
angry.
That said, is Charm Person a concentration spell?
Oh. you
No,
broke
it's
it.
not.
Yeah, there you go.
Jesus. Okay.
Bro even tried
Look.
to give you the advantage here, but it's not a concentration
You're still his
spell.
friend. He's just angry for you now because they're being racist to
no,
tieflings and
Claude
birds.
Dubois, please let Monkeys handle this. He is the businessman, okay? Patron,
I do not
go ahead.
care. I do not care who is the one who is in charge of this. You were attempting to sell goods in the middle of a road without
he
a
is not
permit.
a businessman. He doesn't
Cease-
know
cease
business.
there.
I was
It's
not
like-
selling anything.
See-
No,
Sister.
it's like a
No,
5-year-old
sister, you need
running
to
into
stop.
the bazaar and being like, "Hello, for ice cream, I would like to sell it to the
The more,
bidder."
the
Doesn't
more
mean
you argue, the
anything.
worse it gets for all of you. So
Sister.
shut up.
Not sister. Listen, he is in trouble. You're not
What
helping.
is he gonna do? Yeah, get his boss out here. It's okay, Notbar. I'm not scared of him.
Well,
I
we
will
can burn
not-
down your cart and destroy all your goods.
I'll burn you down. How about that? Get
You
your
will be
boss
ex-
out here.
No, you will be executed for that. You'll be raising a hand against the law. So how about you
Oh,
stop?
so the big mighty law is gonna come in and attack
I'm
just
gonna
an
punch
innocent-
Claude now. I'm gonna punch Claude in the face. I'm gonna reach over and
in
try
front
to
of
knock
the
Claude over.
guard? In
Yes.
front of the guard.
Yes, I'm going to punch Claude while he's yelling at the guard.
Shouldn't be yelling anyway, Mr. Charmed Person, motherfucker.
Okay, I guess he punches me. Does the guard do anything?
No.
Okay.
Claude, let me handle this, please. Your yelling is not solving anything. Once
I am
again,
angry. I am quite angry, and now you punched me.
you can be angry, seethe in silence for 5 minutes, and then you can yell all you want.
See
once
them
I've
silence
handled
for
this.
5 minutes, Claude Dubois. And
We
you have to
are
listen to me because I am in charge.
Excuse me,
Either-
Mr. Lawman. Please threaten
Yes.
his horse. It will get him to comply.
It's true, do it.
I would
The
not
way-
do that. For all of
Either-
us here.
Claude Dubois, you should listen to this law, man.
Either way, we are happy to let this slide this one time. If you were to perhaps encourage us not to report this back to our superiors.
Thanks. I
Please.
know.
Please, officer, may I speak with you?
I'm
Person.
speaking to you right now. You are being very personable.
We were on our way to get a permit from Hospitality Guild. I apologize for my companion's over-eagerness and his very large mouth. I understand this is entirely against procedure, but if you could please look the other way this one time, I promise it will never happen again. And he will reach a hand out to shake his hand, and there is something in his hand.
Cool. Roll persuasion again with advantage, and at the same time, the guards come out of the back of the car and they like shake their heads, indicating they haven't found anything of contraband.
That is the wrong.
Nearly. Cool. Whichever the captain was takes the offering you give him. And he like shakes the hand.
10
10
gold.
gold.
I greatly
We have
apologize.
I have given you one warning already. This is the second incident in less than 10 minutes. Be very sure to research the law of the land before coming here and doing nonsense.
I apologize again. I am aware, but my companions are new to the area, and it's hard to keep an eye on them at all times. I apologize again.
Yeah, he's nice to the elf.
Be quiet, Claude! Claude, be quiet!
If you're all done, be on your way and do not make sure this does not happen a third time, or your goods and your animals will be confiscated and become property of the city.
Of course, sir.
Of course it's gonna become property.
So as they leave,
Oh my
and
god.
out of
Shut
earshot,
the fuck up, Vash.
as they're out of earshot of this guy, she's gonna be Claude Dubois.
They're going to take biscuit from you if you are not more reasonable.
Can I teleport a biscuit though? Like
No,
out of character. Can I use Dimension Door? Because you can take one other thing.
There's
Could
a
I-
It only gets you like
there's a weight
500
limit.
feet.
500 feet is very far.
Claude
Weight limit. Biscuit
The
weighs
weight
like
limit.
800 pounds.
please be
Oh
reasonable.
my god, why is Biscuit as big as Chandler?
They just
He
want,
needs to
they
go on
just
a
wanted to
diet.
follow the rules. Please just calm down. Okay?
Claude, what is wrong with you? Why can you
I am
not-
very angry. I didn't do anything wrong
You
there.
did! I've literally told you what was wrong, and you insist that you are in the right. You are wrong. The gods told you you are wrong. The law tells you you are wrong. And still, you insist that just because you fucking say it is true, God will come down and change the fucking law for you. That is not how things work.
Fuck! Oh no.
Just calm down. Just calm down for a little bit, Claude. Boy, it's okay. Just shut the
I-
hell up for a little
I'm
bit.
just very hot and I need a bird bath, you know.
I am trying
and-
to do things the correct way to see that we get the money, that we're
No,
all
because you
taken
just
care of.
never let me have
Shut
my
the
ideas.
fuck up, Claude! Stop interrupting me! You are wearing on my very last nerve. I will kill you and sell you in the fucking market if you do not listen to me from now on.
Oh, can't sell on the market without your fucking permit, apparently.
I'm going to get a permit, and that is the problem. You will be baked goods when I'm done
On our
with you.
third strike selling my body.
You know, I have to admit, you'd probably sell at the poultry market for a very high
Claude
price.
Dubois,
Yes.
please remember
Yeah,
that
no,
you are
no.
charmed for an hour. Please calm down. Claude Dubois, please calm down.
I know he's very angry with you, but you know, everybody's pretty kind of on edge right now, so please just calm down.
I
Okay?
suppose.
Hey Thalgrim, can you roll me a perception check, please?
Oh no.
No.
Perception, yes.
What did Thalgrim do?
He's the only one who's not yelling.
15.
Cool. So you notice, you know how like a lot of the buildings here, they have these sort of like wooden supports that are, you can see like the beams
Yeah, the
coming out of
little
the brickwork. They're sort of like they're organized in long rows, you know, architecture and construction, all that. You see that just sort of behind where you are, it's about maybe 12, 15 feet in the air, there is a young girl sitting on it. She's just watching you, and when I say young, it's like they're about 7 or 8 years old.
Oh wow, that's very small.
They are dressed in very elaborate and very foreign-looking attire. A sort of like a tight silk robe of sorts,
This is
with
the youngest
jewels in her
vampire
hair.
you've ever seen.
jewels in her black hair with a sort of like fancy sort of hairpin keeping her ponytail all together. And she's just sitting there watching you very curiously, like legs swinging,
Is she a princess?
hanging up in the fucking sky, or up in the air on this.
I'll teleport with the princess.
There is no way that a child this small climbed up there without anyone seeing. I'll put it that way.
She's a vampire.
They're just sitting there again, hanging out, having a great time.
And so it's just an exposed beam.
Yeah, there's like a number of exposed beams that are sticking out of the woodwork, and she's sort of like sitting on it, just watching you all.
Okay. I probably just sort of wave. That's all Thulgrim would really do.
She like watches for a bit, pulls her chin down, head up, and like sort of in a surprised look, and then twinkles her fingers back and waves her hand.
Yeah. He'll just. I mean, he'd keep an eye on her now that he realizes how, like odd it is to be in that location. I don't think he probably wouldn't mention anything.
Sister.
It's not that weird, I don't think. I mean, unless it is like
No, it's not
spy level of.
No, it's like, there's a kid there. They probably shouldn't be there. That's a bit strange.
Gotcha.
Sister.
Yeah, I just wave.
Yes, sister.
Wave at the girl and continue on.
Claude was very tiring.
No,
Ow!
no, sister. I'm done.
I'm very sleepy
He-
now.
Yeah, no. We will find a place to sleep.
Okay.
Thorgrim, could I
Yes.
trust you to, if I give you directions, lead everyone else to the masquerade while I try to go get us a permit so that this doesn't happen? We can just be done with get this, unload this, and not have to worry about it.
Can I
Yes,
have like
yes,
a
I can
do
do this.
anything permit?
No. In fact, you are on a very tight leash permit. As in, if I see you or hear you do anything uncouth, I am going to tie a ball and chain around your foot so you can't go anywhere. And if you
Basically-
continue to do things, I'm going to throw you in the river and watch you sink to the bottom until the bubbles stop.
Basically, you belong to Marquise now. Isn't that sexy?
I got what I wanted all along. Look at that.
See? He's super happy about belonging to Marquise. This is very
I
sexy
am
time.
Malkiso. He's gonna take a bird bath with
At
me in
least
the
for
river.
another 45 minutes until he figures out what's going on.
And then I become very angry.
It's fine. I don't care.
So I guess
Yeah,
I
and
guess
I'll walk the cart, the horses through the streets
Cool.
to the crescent.
So as you're
Thank you,
as you're
guys.
heading on, if you take a glance up to see the child, she sits and watches you for a bit before she like pushes herself off the beam, pulls her knees up, and then disappears in a
Does
dull
Marquise give us
purple
any
flash of
idea
light.
that she's there?
Oh shit!
she teleported.
I did
Illegal!
not know he
Illegal!
did.
Call the racist guards back to kill her.
Okay.
All right?
So
No,
Marquise
but they
didn't
won't.
let us know that she's there.
Lucky you didn't see her, Thulgrim did.
Might I have
just
noticed
Thulgrim.
or no? Just Marquise.
Just Thulgrim. And if you
Oh, that's right.
want to roll perception, sure.
So Thulgrim
I-
doesn't know she's there? Or doesn't
Yeah,
tell us that
I'm-
she's there?
No, I notice a girl sitting on a exposed wooden beam, and it's just something I see. It's not a big enough thing to point out to anybody because everyone else was busy
But she
with
did teleport.
Dubois, so no one else would see it.
Nothing.
But I mean, after
know.
it teleports, I might make note of it, but you guys can't see her after the fact.
Yeah. So Zanidra, Nefari didn't see, and Thulgrim would have seen
Fine.
her teleport out, but that's about. You said you might mention after the fact.
That's fine. Just curious.
Cool. And I'll say that's probably going to be where we pause for tonight.
Oh. 2 strikes
Okay.
against us already, May, and I just wanted to buy a carpet.
You did
You-
it.
You didn't want to just buy
You
a carpet,
were told
wanted to
what the
sell
law
drugs in the middle of the
was.
street.
You were told what the law was, and then act shocked when there was
I don't
consequence.
remember the law against teleporting.
Literally fucking said it in the middle of the street.
You
Also-
can
It's
watch
not
back on the
teleporting.
Also,
stream and
Drogden said it was illegal before we even got here.
When? Oh.
Last
I was
last week when
very
we talked
drunk.
about it, and today when we talked about it.
Yeah, he talked about it again.
Okay, but I didn't do it.
Talking about it is intent. That's how cops get you.
Intent intend to murder.
You
have
guys are the
gentle
worst.
words.
You're the worst. Pay attention.
You're
I was, but this was like, well, I didn't do it. Oh, Kestis, why do you
Alright.
hurt me?
Is that's it
What?
for tonight?
That is it. We're +1 shot.
Yeah.
More bird-related experiences coming up soon.
You said something, by the way, that was very funny, and I forget what it was.
Good.
Was it the part where he yelled at Claude? Because I thought that was pretty funny.
No. Sinidra said something about bird dick, but she said it like bakak or something, and I thought that
Bakak.
was pretty funny. I don't remember what it was.
Alright.
Though.
Good night,
Good
everybody.
calls.
Thanks for hanging out with
Night.
us.
Good night.
Good enough.
Bye.